What is going on, all-terrain nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these Broncos that we all kick ass when we drive them, this is your Bronco Talk Live, presented by White Knuckle Off-Road, the best rock sliders out there in our opinions, and it's because we use their product. It's not just for show, Kelly.
It is not.
Though I do feel like their logo is blending in with my my red shirt a little bit.
In with your shirt today.
But if you guys would go over to White Knuckle Off-Road, just check out all they care about. Just go check out their website. If you buy something from them, cool. There's no discount codes because this is American-made product. Believe it or not, most American-made products, there's a thin margin on that stuff. And well, I don't bug people about discount codes because, you know, you should just buy them because you like their products.
But if you do buy, definitely tell them you found them on All-Terrain Nation.
That's right. That's right. So Bronco Talk Live is Monday. No,
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's Thursday.
Wait, no, this is Monday, Kelly.
It's Thursday.
No, that's the happy hour.
I know, but you said it's on Monday.
Well, it is on Mondays, and it is Monday. But my ass is whipped today, guys. I've got a back that's out. I've got my bionic arm over here being buzzed by the TENS machine. We're just falling apart. Our guest tonight, he's falling apart.
No, he's better.
Well, he's in the middle of being a transformer.
Yes.
And we just Kelly, any ails, anything going on with you?
My back has been out for like 6 weeks, something like that. I think I might have a frozen back, like you have a frozen shoulder.
Yeah, I don't wish that on
stiff.
I don't wish that on
My
anybody.
back is stiff.
Yeah. Well, we've seen Allie in the chat somewhere in there. She popped in for a second in the video and then she disappeared. So Allie's got a sick pup tonight. So she's been going to be in between nursing her sick pup and
keeping Maya in our thoughts.
That's right. That's right. Her puppy had some surgery today.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, so Kelly, how's your Monday gone so far? I know we both are kind of beat from it. Everything going all right?
Yeah, good. Work was good. Just exhausting.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
And we caught up on our show tonight, which is
did.
Really good if you've not checked it out.
What is that show?
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. That is correct.
On HBO Max.
That's right. If you were a fan of The Walking Dead, screw that show. This is
better.
Like by 100 times. It's 100 times better.
Yes.
Real actors. Real scenery.
It's The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Is the main
Pedro
actor.
Pascal.
So.
And which is the reason we gotta wait for the Mandalorian. Next month though. We get the new Mando next month. So
John Miko says he's watching it too.
Yes.
Sweet.
Very good. We'll do a Bronco talk, man. No, I don't know.
No.
Anyways, so I hope you guys are having a great Monday tonight. You know what's coming though.
Yes, it is a video game. We know.
Yeah. No, it was a video game.
But it's really good.
And that first episode, the first 25 minutes is like playing the video game. So you know what's coming. Let's do this.
So glad you got rid of the last one.
Cheers, everybody. I asked people in the chat before, what should I go with? And I didn't listen to them. I went with Maker's Mark tonight. So, and I guarantee there'll be another glass of it because that's how I feel. Kelly Boyd, do your thing.
David Boyd.
Do your thing.
All right. So you know what we're going to do here. So if you said hello to us or said anything in the chat, we're saying hello to you as we start our show. So Radical Rides says, boom, one like for the show. So welcome in. Seth Fontenot, Mobile Moto chatting it up this evening. Eric Jefferson, Cigar Texan coming in super early this
I know.
morning. One of the early
this morning?
birds.
Man, shit, when was he here?
Maybe he was.
Matt Porter is in with a membership.
Welcome to membership,
Matt's been a member before.
I think so.
Because his code's different. It's yellow.
Yeah.
So welcome back, Matt. We appreciate you. Matt, bring your tattoo gun when Supercell, because me and Kelly both need just a tiny something. We just need a little something. And maybe
I don't know everybody does mobile.
What?
I don't know that everybody does mobile tattooing.
I don't know. I'm trying to be helpful
here.
We'll
talk about it.
Yes.
Aaron's in the house tonight. Radical Rides, I know we said hello, but says, hello, old friends. You missed an awesome day at Holly Off-Road Snowfest.
I was very jealous. I was very jealous of the lack of snow.
We didn't have it here.
No. Holly Parks is a fun, if you're in Michigan area, that's a fun. Yes. And the Michigan Bronco Club, I hate to say something good about Michigan.
I know it's a real struggle
for
him.
One of the better clubs that we've been around, well, the best club we've been around for Bronco, but one of the better clubs that we've been around in general. And
yeah.
that's over the past 11, 12 years. So
For sure,
they do a really good job.
Jason K in the house, Justin Zimmerman, and Peugeot says, "Yo, I'm here."
Party can start now.
Bim Joker finally got our Bronco. Loving it. Congratulations.
That's awesome. Love it.
Bob Masters checking in this evening. Randy Hughes says train is arriving with the Bronco tomorrow. Can't wait.
Hey. Choo choo.
I can't even with you. Courtney Mangum says, "I love you, Dad." Lillian, I'm assuming that's for you, Nick.
Yes, probably not me.
Probably not. I better
only
not.
Jason. Only Jason Boyd's our kid in this chat.
Yeah.
Who is not our kid, by the way.
The man Tim Bartz is in the house
Tim!
tonight.
What's up, buddy? Cheers.
Valley Dude 5000. Minall Productions 1 checking in. Michael Cooper saying, "What's up, everybody?"
What's going on, sir?
Valley Dude 5000. Walter Codicito. "What's up from Vegas?" He says.
I know, man. Walter, man of all these cool parts on his truck. I'm a little jealous.
Nick Kefkin, Bronco 78. Nikki Brewer is saying, "Hooday!"
Hooray!
Tim Jackson checking in tonight. Jay Zen, YouTube Car Spotters Guide saying, "Hey, y'all."
What's up, sir?
Bird Dog Overland. Michael Rivas saying, "It's a video game." We know.
It is a video game.
Know.
Much like life. It's a simulation.
Yes. Adam Weber. Benjamin Ford saying, "Finally got my Bronco. Super happy. Congratulations."
Yes, that's awesome, man. Info says, "Who's running the train?" Wrong show, buddy. Wrong show.
Wow.
So, Kelly, we have a guest tonight.
We do have a guest tonight.
We have I didn't ask. I stole his photo because I was looking through there, trying to figure out some way to do a thumbnail for this video. And I was like, we gotta get Nick to we gotta get some cool photos going, especially with Supercell coming up. And I know Nick will be there. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the guy that put two mountains together. Or wait, no, he put mountain and some metal together. Does that mean you're like, what was the dudes on Lord of the Rings? Who were the
orcs?
No, the mountain dudes. I don't know, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nick. What is dude?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh man, I'm just butchering trying to promote.
He's like, I don't know what to do with you people.
Promote your show. Your show.
That was
funny. So Mr. Nick, how you been doing, buddy? We haven't it's been 6 months or so, I think, since you've been on the show.
It's been a while. I had a baby boy in early December.
Nice. So congratulations, man.
Yeah, that's been exciting. I have 2 daughters and I got a boy, and yeah, we're done.
So you're gonna stop now, right? Like
that's usually the MO is like if you get like 2 boys, you try for a girl.
Yep.
And then some people just keep trying.
Well, you always keep trying.
Well, you know what I'm saying. They go, "Oh, I gotta get a girl. I gotta get it," or vice versa.
Yeah. Well, you want to collect the whole set.
It's funny because one of our assistant coaches has 4 girls now. Just had their 4th girl, and they were trying for a boy this time. We thought they were a boy.
Yeah, I'm good.
And they got another girl.
Wow.
So are you guys done as far as
you're done? We were done before this boy came.
And I don't want to ask how that happened then.
Life has a way of doing that to you sometimes.
We won't go into that.
It's not that nation. Come on.
Well, and look else who pops in here. What's up, Miss Allie?
Good. We got it working. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Hey.
There we go. We got it working.
Allie, Nick, Allie.
Hey, how's it going, Allie?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
We get one more in here. It's like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep popping people in.
That's right. Yeah. But so Nick, man, when the last time we talked to you, you guys had a couple products. Like, I mean, they were solid products, which I really liked. We get a lot of questions about the overhead Sasquatch basket that we got from you, and I think at Supercell or no, not at the Dream Cruise, we had a lot of people asking like, "What is that? What do you do with that?" And I was like, literally, my sunglasses are up there right now. That's what I do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then you keep adding a bunch of cool parts to the site, man. Well, you guys are really pushing hard on the Bronco, right?
Well, we are. That's the direction we're going. We're going to keep cruising that way. And yeah, I mean, we have more in the books. I can't talk too much about a couple things we're going to do, but
ladies and gentlemen, that was Nick with Mountains2Metal. That was a good show, Nick.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you guys saw the new cargo basket or the cargo tray, we're calling it, come out. but we've got that on gas springs, so that flips up out of the way. If
I don't see it on the website yet, though, right?
it's on the website. It's got a bug assault.
Oh, there it is
underneath it.
I think. Yes.
Is it the rear cargo tray? Is that what you're?
Yep, that's
is that what
it.
it's called?
Yes.
Got it.
Yep. So that's one of our newer products. That's that picture was taken at the Overland Expo.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm totally jealous.
So
go to that.
You
I've seen this. I like this a lot.
So you can see also the rear roll bar mollies are in that picture, and we have some cargo mollies on the right and left. The cooler's kind of blocking it there, but the cool thing about this stuff is it's all modular. So you can have one or the other. You can just have, roll bar molly on one side, cargo molly on the driver, and the flip up cargo tray, or one or all of it. It doesn't matter. So
I know that
they all share one common bracket. So once you have that bracket, you can,
Well, I know for us, we used to in our Xteras have molly panels in the rear glass like that. And at first, I was like, "What would we ever do with that stuff?" But you realize, like, especially camping gear, or like I would keep our the handheld part of our CB. I would keep it in a bag back there when I was out of use.
Kept our hatchet on there too.
Yeah, our hatchet, silverware that we kept in bags. Like those are very, very useful for the Bronco.
Oh yeah, tie it up out of the way and keep your floor empty.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and the lucky thing for you guys is with the Bronco is like it's easy to strap stuff to those because you got the window. As you can see, there's no top there to be in your way. Damn Xteras we had, like it was a nightmare trying to, because the glass there was like maybe an inch of most. You were trying to string the little stuff in the back to get it to clamp.
That was a fun install.
Yeah, that was
yeah. And I mean, honestly, and if you have a hard time, looping stuff behind it, it's not that hard to just remove the panel. Strap up what you got to do and put it back up there. I mean,
yeah,
you're not talking a whole lot of uninstall time. So,
right. Well, he's got a hatchet up there too.
Yeah, that's my Bronco, I believe. Yeah, that's mine.
Nice.
But the other one that had all the gear in the back, that's actually one of the guests on Justin Zimmerman.
Yeah.
For overlanding, he slept in there with his legs underneath that side.
Wow.
And he has his fan up there. You can see, so that kind of, blew on him, and he slept pretty comfortably in there.
Man, I would be the enclosed spaces might start getting to me on that one. I don't know on that one.
I can't fit in the Bronco, so I don't know what all these people are doing getting in there.
I don't think I could either. I watched this one, do the overnight in the Bronco, and I was like, not it. I don't think so.
No.
Can't do it.
I saw one guy who's making hammocks. I was like, dude, how small are you people? I can't get up there.
Now, Allie, you've slept in yours, right?
That's the thing. I have the tent that goes in the back of mine, so it's always me and Maya, and we just fit right in the back.
Yeah.
But I'm also only 5'2", so I'm not that tall.
That'll do it.
All right.
Yeah, this 5'9"-ish doesn't 5'8", 5'9"-ish doesn't work, and the two of us in there definitely wouldn't work.
No. And now that we're grown-ups now, so we have a king-size bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're
grown-ups now.
Yeah. And so like the idea, I have my own side of the house basically on that king-size bed, and she has her own side.
It's funny, when we first got together, we were in a queen, and we were like, we're never gonna sleep in a king-size bed. It feels so far away. And now it's like, get on your side of the bed.
Can you go back over there, please?
Yeah.
I'm too old for shenanigans. I will say, but I've had a lot of people, and they've seen these on the forums as these baskets, these overhead baskets. And I had one Nick. I had one person complain about the price, and I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Like,
well, I mean, we try to be fair with it. I don't know.
And I'm not saying that to I just let you know, but I was like, it's under $100, man.
And it's solid.
Look, it's bent. There's
I was gonna say you're buying metal. You're not buying some cheap plastic thing.
Yeah.
I saw a guy on one of the forums put like an external CB speaker on there, because we have another product where you can mount your Midland 275 above the glove box. So people really like that to just get it out of the way. But I like the idea of having the speaker up there. So if you're like me, it's kind of hard of hearing. So that would
Well, yeah,
help.
your CB's never loud enough.
This one for sure is hard of
Yeah.
hearing. What?
Yeah, I think this is the one our buddy Luke
Oh, nice.
bought from you, and it goes under the dash. Is that right?
Yeah, you pop your glove box out, and we provide hardware, and you can mount Midland 275. I think the 500 series, you got to do a little trimming to the back of your glove box, but it'll fit up there as well. And then there's an Ethernet extension cable. Then you just tuck that behind the side passenger molly. So if you want to take your mic out, you just unplug it and throw it in the glove box, and it's out of the way. And it doesn't even look like you have a radio in the car.
Yeah, which is I always like a factory looking like it's supposed to be there. And that's, you know, we've mounted ours to the side of the I don't know what you call it. I'd have to find it here on the website. Where is it? The molly panel that mounts to the transmission
side molly.
Yeah. And we've I ended up just putting ours there because of I don't know, it was just kind of convenient, but I actually like the idea of being able to just kind of hide it away, because it does take up a little leg room, right, Kelly?
Yeah, just a little bit
when we do it the way we're doing it. But
well, they have an install video on that under dash mount. You should watch that, because it is really super easy to install it there. I mean, plus you already got some of the wiring done, so just move it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
But,
did you see Andy? He's not...
Yeah, Andy was in an accident.
What? Oh,
He was rear-ended.
Oh no, in your truck, Andy?
And his truck is toast, he said.
Oh man,
Aw.
He's got a stiff back.
well, I hate to hear that, Andy. Especially because you're an over-road trucker, and any accident seems to always F those guys when it's never their fault. Yeah, no, I've been a big fan of this one here, and like, I mean, if somebody ever bitched about the price of this, I'd be like, what are you talking about, man? It's like, you've never bought off-road parts then, or parts for a vehicle like this, because usually if this was four-wheel parts, which is Chinese, I wouldn't buy, it would be $150 for this thing.
Right. Yeah. We got another product, the front camera relocate kit. I hit a deer with mine a couple months back. I got super lucky, and I just broke one of the cables and replaced that. There you go.
There we go.
Which we're making a slight modification to that. We're adding our logo to it, so it'll look a little different, but the same.
Okay. Yeah, it's a big thing for, I know a lot of people, a lot of the bumpers, that seemed to have been an afterthought for a lot of bumper companies of like, people really use that anyways. You're like, yeah, they want that feature. They bought that feature. They want to use it.
Well, I mean, if you're like, I don't know, like me, I have the habit of like sticking my finger out when I'm pulling into like a parking space or whatever, and just turning on all the cameras. And when I had the winch up there, I was like, this is driving me crazy. I can't see what's there. So, we did that. It's worked.
You're one of the lucky ones that has that feature. We didn't.
Yes.
We didn't get that one.
Two of my customers have this relocation kit. They love it.
Well, cool.
That's awesome.
Well, but I've noticed you guys have come out with quite a bit of new stuff, man. But rumor has it you're going to be at Supercell this year, which I'm pretty excited about. You were there last year, and we didn't get to meet because somehow I don't know.
It was last minute, and I was trying to soak up a full week in about a day and a half. So this year we'll be there full force. So
nice.
We'll have a booth, and I think we'll have 3 Broncos in our booth, and so all of our products will be on display.
Nice, man. Well, that's a big deal, and I think Supercell East right now is if you want to see new parts for your Broncos, I think that's the event to go to see the new parts.
Yeah.
I mean, over the years, new ones will come and they'll be different, you know. Especially, I know probably West Coast right now is kind of lacking on Bronco events, that a big gathering like that. I know there's the Supercell West, but that seems to be more oriented to actually going. You're in Colorado. I'm not sitting still. If I'm in Colorado, I'm going wheeling, man. But I think any of our viewers that are going to Supercell East will love the fact that you're going to actually see these products. And I'm assuming with you guys, you'll be able to buy these products, right?
Yeah, we're going to have a trailer full there. And if you want something, let me know. We'll definitely have it with us.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. So definitely reach out to him on the website. And if there's something, it's
follow
saving
us
you
on
shipping.
social media, so we'll be there. But as far as the Bronco goes, I just got Icon coilovers put on last week.
Ooh.
Which one did you go with?
The Heck, I don't remember the part numbers. They're like a mile long. But the 2.5.
Yeah.
So with the reservoirs on there, but it rides. It's awesome. So
Oh,
I got
nice.
that done by local shop down East Off Road, and yeah, they definitely did a great job. I mean, it rides like butter going down the road.
Really?
So I'm taking it off road in a couple weeks, so I'll see how she does.
Well, you're close to URE, right?
URE, but this time I'm actually driving past that. I'm gonna go up to Hurricane Creek, I believe it is.
We've heard of Hurricane Creek. We've actually been invited a couple of times, but we've never been able to make it over.
Yeah, I've never been, so I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, we've heard good stuff about it, but we just haven't been able to, because for us, you think it's close for us, but it's like 3 hours for us to get to Knoxville, and then however long it takes us to get from Knoxville to everywhere else.
Well, it's going to be like a 5 or 6 hour drive for me. So
yeah.
I had a press friend.
I'm going to break it up and stay in Charlotte the night before, and then.
Oh, that's a fun town. That's a fun town to stay into too.
Oh yeah.
The Tilted Kilt, if I remember right, is where Tuaca. Your first time drinking Tuaca was at the Tilted. Isn't that what
wasn't the Tilted Kilt? It was Twin Peaks.
Was it Twin Peaks?
Yes.
I feel like I just need to move to Tennessee.
You should totally just move to Tennessee, Allie.
I'm sure there's a dealership or two that would probably love to have your services, Allie.
I'm sure they would.
Probably.
But then you wouldn't get all these cool videos that you see all the time.
That's true.
Allie did snap some video of the new Mustang,
Yes.
just cruising around, just doing his thing.
Yeah, they've been so surprisingly. Well, they were out while it was snowing, which I was surprised. I mean, I guess they shouldn't be because it's Michigan, but I've seen them out 3 times now. First time it was pretty late at night and they were all black, so I'm sure they were testing something. But the other 2 times, like, it was broad daylight and they had dark horse the first time. But he flew past me. I couldn't even grab my phone. Dang. And then yesterday they were just cruising slow. So it was kind of cool.
No dark horse coverage. Dang it, Allie.
I know.
Come on now.
I chopped those videos up into 2 little shorts and put them on YouTube here, Allie. And somebody goes, "Why would they drive those cars in the winter?" And I was like, "Because they're Ford."
Because it's Michigan.
You don't have a choice.
Well, they have to test it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Mustang's not winter use only. Sorry, people. You have to put it up.
Jake,
I have some people who drive them all year up here.
Oh, I don't blame them. Except for the rust under it. That's unfortunate. Jake Lavelle says everyone who is anyone moves to Tennessee.
I'd like to move away from Tennessee though, so I've lived here long enough.
And Bird Dog Overland is the one that told us about Hurricane Creek.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Well, so the last time I think we talked to you about wheeling, Nick, you had to help Band-Aid somebody off a trail.
Yep.
You used the Bronc Busters, I think, to get him off the trail, something like that.
I had to take it off of my Bronco and put it on his. And, that was pretty funny.
Hey, friends help friends.
Yeah.
But how have you done any wheeling since? What's going on with the off-road?
Not much, man. I've been busy with the new baby coming along and making stuff for Walter that's in the chat there. We put a bunch of stuff on his SEMA build. So,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, you've been doing some different kind of wheeling though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Through the hallways?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, yeah. I forgot I told you guys I was on a knee scooter for 5 months.
Yeah.
So,
how do they articulate? I mean, do you take them apart?
Well, I never fell, but man, I could haul ass through the shop. I was I was very productive,
They'd be like, "Heads up, he's coming."
Yeah. No, I would counterweight, throw it around the corners and yeah. But it was pretty fun. I had like BMX tires on it. I borrowed it from a guy on my kickball team, so it was pretty sweet.
Nice. He probably had to get his foot fixed, right? That's why you were able to borrow it from him.
Yeah, I think he tore his Achilles playing kickball.
Oh my gosh.
You
may want to reconsider kickball, Nick.
What do y'all?
These injuries,
we have a dynasty, so we have to keep playing. So.
Is this like an MMA kickball league or something?
No, but everybody does get hurt. So.
Yeah, no, dude, I think that's how my
kickball.
I think it's why my shoulder's frozen because last fall we were doing some. I'm a coach for softball, but I was helping out another team and I was in the outfield and I was like, hey man, knock me one out here. I want to show these girls up a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that's when I've injured this, and it just slowly gets worse. Getting old stinks.
He's such an old man.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, Kelly's gonna
Figuring
trade me
that
in
out.
for a new one.
So
Gonna have to. It's about time I started needing
Yeah.
to trade you in instead of just me
Yeah.
being traded in.
But I think so. You've it looks like you've wrapped your vehicle a little bit. You got all kinds of cool stuff going on.
yeah,
man.
we actually just put some new stickers on there. I think it was Friday because we added a Cooper tire and Black Rhino wheels. I don't know if you popped my Bronco up there, but I went with the gold wheels, trying to do something different, and a lot of people thought I was crazy, but it ended up turning out pretty sweet.
Pulling
I
it up,
want to see this now.
right?
See
And
if
the
I can find it.
Sasquatch on the side. You got to go with that.
I don't see it on Mountains2Metal site.
You got maybe on Instagram.
Wait, is it
It's
the one that I used for?
the thumbnail.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Dude,
I didn't know if there was an addition.
jeez.
No, we're adding more pictures. So
Well, let's see.
Can't take this boy
I
anywhere.
know. I really like
Oh,
kind of the
nice.
ghosted Sasquatch in the back.
Yeah,
and-
that's very cool.
yep.
I like
So
the
I was
wrap a lot.
That was taken right before I got the icon lift on there.
I know it looks so puny. I'm sorry. The guy that has no lift on his.
I
So
got the
this must be
body
On whose?
lift on there as
on
well.
yours. Sorry.
Oh, and go ahead. Those are our new steps right there. I'm wiggling my mouse like you can see it, but anyways, it's
Oh, they
There you
are
go.
those Squatch Steps.
there you go.
Nice.
Those I will say those look beefy as hell, man.
They are. They're 3/16 steel, and we switched out the top plates. Those are stainless steel now.
Mhm.
So, yeah, those are pretty beefy. A Sasquatch can stand on them, and they're fine. So there
That's
you go.
awesome. And those mount to the rock
Factory
rail.
Rockvale. Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
Well, if they're that thick, they can actually take a beating themselves a little bit.
yeah, they can. I'm going to try them out at Hurricane Creek to see how much of a beating they'll take. But but they're super easy to take off, and we send them with a hex key, so you can take them off yourself. So, yeah.
Nice.
I like those. Those look cool.
Thank you.
There was more
Oh,
pictures.
sorry. Kelly said there's more pictures.
Jeez,
I'm
Dave.
screwing it up. Well, no, that's just went right to the. All right, producer Kelly's in charge.
Jeez,
I'm grounded from
Pete.
touching things.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
everybody that's seen the gold wheels is like, man, that looks sweet. I'm like, I told you. I thought it was going to look good. So
You have a
No,
really
no,
good color
no, they-
combo going on with those to make that work.
yeah, it breaks a lot of necks. You see people looking, so it's good.
See, he's still trying to go he's trying to control it.
Who?
He keeps you were like trying to control it.
Oh, Nikki
Alright,
has
cool.
a question about the steps.
What's that?
Oh wait, hold on. Right here. There we go. Oh, sorry, Allie.
Sorry, Allie. We'll bring you back in a second. Question. I need steps in a bad way. How far down do they come? Can they be used on the factory rock rails? So yes, they're used on the factory rock rails.
Yes, they're used on the factory rock rails. I would say about 4 inches. I can get you an exact measurement, which I should have that on. If it's not on the website, I need to put it up there. So I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, and they seem to be the lowest that I've seen so far out of all the kind of this design. Your seat do seem to sit the lowest.
Yeah, they are. They are nice. It's a nice. I mean, I'm tall, so I just kind of step over them and just get in there.
Yeah.
But
They're just there for everybody else.
But now with the icons, I got to do a little bit of a hop. I'm like in between. Do I need the step or not? So I don't know what to do with my body when I'm getting in. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's only been a week, so
There you go. You can have it back.
Well, you need your little scooter, man. You can do
Yeah.
some Duke Boy
I know.
jumps into that thing. Yeah, Nikki, go definitely check out. And here, I'm going to put the link to those right here. So
Yeah, those look cool.
So in case you want to look at those, yeah, man, those are fairly new to your site, right?
yeah, they are. That and all the rear cargo management stuff. Put a ARB compressor in the back of mine. we make a little mount that goes for our rear cargo mollies for that.
Right.
Bolt that into place. Because we designed it for Walter out in Vegas because he said that a lot of people out there put the air compressors underneath their hoods and they burn up from all the sand
I can
and
see that.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
The heat. So we threw that in the back. I mean, it looks clean. Plus, you don't have to pop your hood to get out, and all your stuff is in the back anyway. So
the only problem I have, and I know, of course, heat is just everything out there. The only problem I have is like, for me, I know cargo space is so valuable in the back of that thing. It's. I understand
for
that,
us.
and I mean, I've seen like Luke has his mounted to the back of one of the, I think his table or whatever. He's the molly rack of his table, or he can flop it down. But no, but I do like it. It keeps it out of the weather. The damn things. I've got one sitting over here. You know, they're so expensive. A dual compressor is like, yeah, you want to protect it, and for $44 to mount it in the interior, that's a no-brainer, man. What do you guys? So I'm assuming for Supercell, you're gonna have some of your new ideas. You're
that he
bringing
can't talk
out.
about yet, Dave.
yeah.
Nope. Well, I don't want to talk
Circling
exactly
around
about
it.
it, but can we get some sort of hint of what we can expect?
If we hurry up, nobody has even mentioned anything like it, and I'll just leave it at that. There's nothing.
Okay.
On the
Nice.
market like it.
Well, I
That's
don't
awesome.
want to spoil it, but I was just
Yeah.
curious if it was something we
You're
might
not
have.
going to get a herd here.
So that is our goal, is to release this product before Supercell. And last year at Supercell, we actually took the Squatch basket, and not very many people saw it. And they tried to buy it right then and there from me. I didn't even actually. We laser cut it the morning before, or the morning we drove to Tennessee, and folded it, and mounted it to the Bronco, and took off. And,
That's crazy.
I was just going down the road, hanging on it like an ape hanger. And just, I was like, this thing is cool, man. And now I got a little molly pouch on the side of mine. I slide my sunglasses in there. So
Yeah, I've at this time of year, like I know there's a lot I need to do with, and there's a lot of because we have your with the sunglasses, that basket, and the one over there.
Squatch basket.
Sorry, thank you, and the one on the side. But I'll be honest, like I work outside all day, and I come home. The last thing I want to do is go look at and I'm piling up all this stuff. And
Such
I'm
a
like,
whiner.
I'll just make Kelly go do it. How about that?
It's true.
It's
Now
her.
you know
She
how
took.
I end up doing it.
She took my Bronco, so she might as well just go mod it herself.
It's true.
Of course, the first thing
That
she
was
would.
the rule with my Xterra anyway, and then you took off with it.
No, I made you help out with that.
At beginning.
You did the lift on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying there were a couple modifications I got to be a part of, and then you took off. And
I put a
freaking
snorkel.
on
I put a
it. I would have
snorkel on.
never approved.
Yeah.
Sorry, this became Marital Nation again.
That's right.
Bird Dog Overland says, Mountains2Metal, please bring a credit card reader to Supercell. Wink, wink.
Oh, and I would suggest, by the way, of using your 4G in your Bronco, turning that on, because internet service out there is horrible.
It is rough.
Yeah.
good to know.
Unless you have one of those old slider or whatever. Go old school.
Yeah, it's spotty. It's spotty.
Yeah.
The internet is.
So if you all guys are going, I would say for anybody going, cash is king.
Cell service. Sorry.
Yes, for sure. Cash is king, for sure.
Yeah. Guys, load your questions up for Mr. Nick in the. I know Kelly's probably seen a couple, anyways, but go ahead and load your questions
Not what he's bringing to Supercell.
What was that, Allie?
I said not what he's bringing to Supercell.
Yes,
right,
yes,
right.
Not news we can't break. Allie, you have any questions for Nick? Because I know we had talked. You obviously you knew of Mountains2Metal, but you never explored their products that much, right?
No, I haven't. But now I'm looking through his site, and now my list is getting longer. So I said I was done with my Bronco, and yet here we are.
So what's on your list, Allie? What's getting on your list?
I honestly think I need those bins for the door to take off the little mesh thing, because I have nothing there right now.
Yeah.
But I have so much crap I have to store. It's really for her, the stuff that I have to store. So it's like I might as well.
Yeah.
And I do need to get an air compressor. So
mom problems.
Right. Don't have kids. I have a fur kid.
Is that a cone of shame back there?
It is. So she had surgery today.
Oh,
it did not go I mean, it went okay, but she's still kind of knocked out.
I can see
So-
that.
I know she's not tearing down the door.
I know. I tried to feed her. She wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink
Aw.
water. So we'll try in a little bit.
Oh, bless her.
But she's still, yeah, those.
Okay.
Well, Allie, I like these because they're actually metal.
Yes.
And some of those plastic ones, the Chinese garbage, I
Well,
can just see those.
Here's my thing.
plastic
I
breakers.
always put my, like, when it came to my F-150, I always put my foot, like, resting on those.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't do that in the Bronco. So I'm, like, really upset. That's the
So
one thing I don't like about my Bronco. I'm doing really good.
So you blame the dog on it, but clearly it's just for a footrest.
Yeah. It's really what it's for. Yeah, no, those are sweet. I love those.
Thank you.
Micah Ritchie said just placed an order for the under dash mount for the radio.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That'll ship out in the morning.
Nice.
Man, look at that. You guys come to the show, you order a part, and he's like, hey,
Got you
It's
tomorrow.
coming.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
They're packaged up, ready to go.
Nice.
So Bird Dog Overland. So make sure you have this for Bird Dog Overland, Nick. I could see that console side molly panel and the squat. I'm assuming he means the Squatch basket
Squatch
coming
basket,
home
yeah.
with me.
Is a squelch basket like for the radio?
I know those.
Squawk.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
the
we
ones
will
for the
have
doors
plenty of
are
those.
coming home with me for Supercell, so
All right.
it's gonna happen.
Cool. Are you gonna drive your Bronco there, obviously? Or
Yes, it's a 9-hour drive for me. So
okay.
I'm coming down. My mom's coming down because the weekend after is like my birthday. So me and her are making this like my birthday weekend.
So you
But
could be
really,
what, 25, Allie?
yeah, let's go with it. I'll take it. But really, she's going and she helps watch my dog. So
Nice.
it's a win-win.
Is Ford bringing anything we haven't seen yet?
As of right now, no. I don't know what Ford's interaction is going to be with it this time. I know they're going to do something, but they're probably just going to bring a Raptor again, at least
Okay.
from what I've heard. So
All right.
Or what about the oats?
the what?
Never mind. Can't talk about it.
Nikki says I may not be able to wait till then for the steps. LOL.
Order them, Nikki. Just do it.
Yeah, we
just-
have them packaged up.
Just or see, you don't even have to wait,
Nick's over there
He's gonna
writing his
ship it
stuff
right
down.
out.
right?
So yeah, you know, I will talk about this. So I know Peugeot said something in the comments about, hey, you know, I can get the China stuff a lot cheaper. But the problem I have with that mentality, there's certain things I like to. I've preached this. I don't care what manufacturer I have one. I like American made products for one. You know, Nick has a new baby, man. So just think of that. You're buying formula for the baby.
Yeah.
He's from America, so
Yeah, but the problem I have too is you were really the first person I saw do this, and then people just started copying it left and right and sending this stuff to China, and just kind of like you don't realize like there's certain things. Trust me, I bought some handrails that are Amazon specials. I'm sure they're from China. There's certain things that I understand to make here in America is just not feasible to keep the price point right. But there's certain things that I will spend on, and I think something like this for me would be one of those items.
But see, here's the other thing too. Like, if you're gonna buy the cheap China crap, you're gonna buy that 2, 3, 4 times over, when you could have just bought something nice quality. First off, made here. Second off, we know who the person is. Like, we know who to contact. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
Exactly. I just feel like all of these Bronco sites all have the same stuff on there, and they're all getting it from like the same place, but it's under the 5 different Chinese names. Like if you get on Amazon, like everybody has those seat back protectors for the back seats.
Mhm.
And I've always kind of wanted some, but I get targeted for those because I looked at them a couple times, but they pop up on Amazon
Damn
under like
internet.
10 different company names. And I'm like, it's all the same thing. So
Yeah.
it's not fair to the little guys like us if I try to sell something on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, because you guys
It's
get
just
like pushed down,
not
I
fair.
think.
so
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, they buy their treatment to get pushed
Yeah,
higher.
we do.
Yeah.
It's-
Which you guys are on Amazon, correct?
So
Yeah.
but
Nick,
we
Nick,
are.
you guys are on
and
Amazon.
you could watch our sales when those door pockets came out. Man, we were going gangbusters, and yeah, then it was just like we dropped like crazy. So
Well, you got to come up. You got to be more.
I don't know.
The next product, you got to be
Or is-
creative enough that China wants to copy it, Nick. Basically.
yeah,
I'm trying to.
No, he's just whining at the
Oh,
cat.
sorry. The dogs. The
Sorry.
dog's upset. The cat wants to love. It's a zoo here, man.
It's a true story.
What do we got in the comments, Kelly?
I've been putting him in there.
I know. I was trying to go back to some.
Oh, so one of them mentioned, it was like, my cheap mud flaps were all ripped off this past weekend at Holly ORV. So, it is. You're paying for quality.
Well, somebody had asked me about mud flaps the other day. They were like, "Hey, man, it might have been in our Discord. I think they were asking what would I go with?" And I said, personally, I don't use mud flaps because I would rip them off. I mean, my company truck has mud flaps that are just all broken half. I understand the purpose that people want to use, but just remember, if I think the rock blocks are pretty easy to take on and off, but past that, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
See, I haven't had an issue with granted, I don't have Sasquatch, I have 33s, but I don't have mud flaps, and I haven't had an issue with.
Well, you need
stone
those good
chips on the
Goodyear
side.
tires, Allie, is what you need. Then you'll have some issues.
Maybe.
But or
I
those
just put the 37s on mine, and they don't throw as much rocks as the Goodyears did.
No, those Goodyears were grippy. I will say they were grippy tire, but they had so many sipings and everything. It just collected every rock to throw it at your vehicle.
Yeah, they rode nice on the road, I will admit. But we have like a gravel parking lot before we go to our shop, and every time I'd pull in the shop, I just there'd be like rocks laying underneath the Bronco.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, or you hear king, 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 king,
Yep.
king.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the worst.
Apparently, I'm missing something because everyone's talking about chicken eggs.
Yeah, they're talking about how expensive eggs are.
Oh, they're trying to Nick. They're trying to trade you eggs for
They're
parts.
not trying to trade eggs for parts tonight.
They might fit in the Squatch basket, or maybe I'll make an egg holder.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Protect them, guaranteed protection. Oh,
Yeah,
that might be
lockable.
Now we're thinking
egg
outside
box.
the box.
That's like one of those. Did the chicken or the egg come first? That's the
Right.
So what is your your biggest seller over there?
The Squatch basket, honestly, around Christmas time, we had a deal where you got a little Sasquatch keychain if you bought a
cool
Squatch basket. So that has been riding the highest through Christmas. So
yeah, this honestly, this is one of those like you didn't know you need it
Until
to
you
have
have
it in the truck, and then you're just like, well, Ford, why didn't you just do something like this?
Yeah, we were honestly designing a different product that was similar to this, but it was a lot bigger. And we were standing over top of the vehicle, and I was like, stop. I was like, we're doing something different. I was like, I got an idea. I was like, this way we can keep the cost down low, and everybody will use this thing, and they're going to like it. And so I was talking to my coworker, Zach, and he's like, what is it? And I was like, all right, hear me out. And then I was like, we're going to make a little basket to go right here. And you can put your wallet, cigarettes, whatever, sunglasses, whatever you got, put it in there. And he's like, I like it. We'll make bungee holes there. So I've seen some people make intricate web designs. So they're worried about stuff flying out with their top off. And
Feel like that's another thing on my list. Thanks, guys. Let's just keep doing this.
You're welcome. We love it.
Mostly, Allie, I bring on aftermarket people just so that you'll have to buy things.
Yeah, we just keep pushing your budget wider and wider.
Yeah, it's going great.
so,
Now I do remember there was something with soft top versus hard top. The way you mount it what was that?
So on the hard top, you basically put that in place, and the hard top kind of clamps it into place.
Mm-hmm.
So we tested that out on some Broncos, and I've only had one guy come back and he said that it didn't quite clamp right, and he adjusted his clamp to make it work. So I guess keep that in mind, but he's the only one I've had really say anything about it. So
which is right here. That's where the clamp slides under there to hold the top on, if I remember right.
Okay.
So you don't use the hardware. And then people were like, well, what am I going to do with it when I take the top off? And I was like, well, most of the people that take the front two sections off only take it off for a few hours and throw your basket in the back seat and then put it back when you're done.
Yeah.
But if you're going to leave your top off for like a whole summer, then use the hardware and put it up there. So
yeah, see, that's where us soft top people win, right there.
yeah. I like my soft top.
I do
Technically,
too.
I still have both. So
Well, you do
That's
well.
true. She's got the best top, soft top.
The Sunrider.
Yeah.
Or Sunrise, or what it's called.
Well, actually, the best top, I don't know. It doesn't work with the best top, but there is a guy that has come up with a solution and I haven't seen it yet. So
Oh, sorry, Allie.
With the front of the best top has like a different plastic, the way it sits up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's thicker or what, but it interferes with the hardware.
So if you have these
mine out, so I have to go see that.
Right.
so if you have one of these best tops, go see Nick over there. Nick, where are you based out of?
Our shop's in Wilson, North Carolina.
Okay, so if you're around there,
yeah,
I'm just saying, go. You might get patted on the back a little bit to give you a crisp high five, and
yes, and Squatch Fest.
Yeah, and hey Nick, our daughter still loves the hat you sent us.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
She does.
She looked at. We took her to Woodward, and she was wearing that little thing, and she looked like a little thug almost, like the way she was wearing it real low. And our daughter in pictures always has this pissed off look about her.
Wonder where she gets it from.
She's a teenager.
Purposely, she purposely does it for photos,
That's
and I was like, "You belong in Detroit."
I mean, her mom was from there, so
That is true.
She wasn't too far.
the suburbs.
The burbs.
Did you say no? I'm not.
No, I said she wasn't too far.
Oh yeah. No, I'm from Oakland County. I'm not really from Detroit, so it's all right.
That's okay. I'm from Livingston County, so
Yes, you get it. Cole says a few more days and I will have my Bronco.
Nice,
Yay.
dude. And he's got the azure gray Bronco, if I remember right.
Color.
Oh,
That's right. Allie, have you seen those yet? It's pretty cool, ain't it?
amazing.
How do you like it compared to Area 51, though? So we're going to beat up on Nick just for a minute because he has Area 51. Which one's cooler, Allie?
So, okay, that's the hard part because it's been really shitty in Michigan. Like, we've had no sun. So, like, I've seen other pictures where it looks lighter, but then sometimes it looks darker. So it's just one of those chameleon color. I mean, Ford's really good at the chameleon colors. I will say that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the azure gray that I like over the Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it has like a different tone to it that I just like a lot more.
Nice.
I had 2 people switch to it today, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure we're going to hear in a little bit. I've got some ordering questions that now that things are settled down that you can actually answer some questions. I'm sure I'll have some questions for you.
Oh, it's been so fun.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get
She's
your
great.
We'll fill that email box back up. Hey, and so Nick, I know you've watched the show a little bit. How excited are you for the Ranger Raptor coming?
The Ranger Raptor?
Yeah.
I like all the Raptors, man. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having a Raptor for a truck, an F-150 version, but I don't know. I have an F-150 on 37s, and I think it's got the Vertex coilovers on it from Rough Country. But I don't know. I'm excited to see it. There's a guy I got to know on Instagram, Nemesis50, I think is his name. He's got a sweet Raptor not Raptor, but Ranger that looks like a Raptor.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but he's got a good presence on Instagram. But I don't know. I'm excited to see it. Are you guys getting one? Maybe
He's getting one.
The comment said drink.
Oh, they have their own drink.
They did. They had a thing saying, get your shots ready to see how long it takes Dave to say #1 with Allie.
Hey. Potentially, if Allie's dealership will actually sell me one, yes. Supposedly I will get one, but when we see that, who knows? But I am curious because obviously you do other things too. It's not like you're not Bronco exclusive, right?
No, we're a job shop, and so we make a little bit of everything, and that's kind of why I started Mountains2Metal. Just I was always into aftermarket stuff, and we had the capabilities to do it. So we do have bumper grill inserts, but like I said, we've been focusing on the Bronco. So we were doing bumper grill inserts for F-150s and Chevy trucks, and And to be honest, I mean, it was fun for a while, but it just was like one product for one vehicle. And most people, only have one truck. So
Yeah.
if you have a Bronco, we might be able to do 2 or 3 things for you.
So what he's really getting at is how much stuff can you make for the Ranger Raptor so we can buy it?
Yeah. So I'd like to see one and see like what the possibilities are. I mean,
We would too.
Yeah, I'd like to actually see one in person.
Yeah.
Which I think we're gonna pretty soon see one. So other than Supercell, what's the plans for Mountains2Metal to maybe do some shows?
Well, we got an email back from Bronco Bash. We're doing that, and then there's another one in August. I can't remember the name of it. I feel like they call it something different.
The Stampede. They keep changing. It was going to be Bronco Invasion, but I think there's already another Bronco Invasion, so that turned it into Stampede.
So yeah, I think we're going to do that and try to get out on the trails throughout the year and just meet some people and show our stuff off. Awesome. But what about you guys? Is there anything I should know about?
Well,
Allie's cruise is in August.
Yeah, Allie's
the same week.
Allie's got events going like crazy.
Yeah, she does.
I don't know. It's been nuts. Like, I didn't think this many people would be like so gung ho to do stuff almost every weekend.
I know. When you keep posting dates, I'm like, dang, when is Allie gonna get a break?
I'm not.
Well, I'm like, dang, because we're in a hotbed of wheeling, and I can't get anybody around me to want to go wheel, and I'm like, damn it, you guys like every weekend's out doing something.
It's so funny. Like so when I got my Bronco, I literally thought I would miss my truck too much and I wouldn't have it for very long. But everyone wants to go literally every weekend. There's someone posting in Michigan Bronco Club, just our Facebook group that we have. We have like 1,500 people now. And everyone's asking, hey, where are you guys going this weekend? Hey, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I work. I do have a job.
Right.
It's an addiction. It really, really is.
It's bad.
Yeah, this one here's the one I'm kind of excited about for because the Jeep Invasion, I mean, like all automotive things, there's douchey people and there's really cool people, and I have to admit, like they were a lot of nice people at this thing. I mean, there was a bunch of mall crawlers and stuff, but that's their thing, and this is their time to shine with it. So I don't bash it, but I will say this one here because. Unfortunately, it's the same time as Woodward Dream Cruise, but Allie's up there. She'll tell us all the cool stuff with Dream Cruise.
I'll have footage.
Yeah, and the so what was the one in what is it, Bronco?
What'd you call the June one?
Bronco Bash.
Bronco Bash.
It's in Sevierville.
Same place as the other one.
No,
yeah,
Sevierville
like 30 minutes away. So,
but it's just a
I
couple
thought it was
away.
I thought it was at the same location.
No, click on it.
All right. Pull this. Let me pull this one up. Damn it. Where'd my thing
like
go?
You made it
Bermuda
right
Triangle
away.
of Bronco events. They're all like right there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a fun area.
Honestly, that's what happened to us it was last year. We were supposed to go to like 2 more events that were supposed to be over in Townsend, and we would have been in that area for what, like 6 times last year.
Yeah.
We'd have gone something like that.
But this one, so this one's Sevierville. Single day pass, $15, not bad. And I have seen there's a list somewhere. Yeah, here's some of the sponsors they've gotten for that one, so it'd be pretty interesting. Especially if you need wheels and stuff, probably be all right. So yeah, so you said y'all are doing that one too?
Yeah, we already signed up for the Bronco Bash.
Nice. How are they? Are they treating vendors for booth spots okay?
Well, honestly, the guy just emailed me on the way home today. He had some medical stuff going on with his wife, so it looks like everything's doing okay. So I'm going to call him tomorrow and thank him for reaching out to us. So
yeah,
nice. Yeah. So there you go, guys. There's a couple here on the East Coast.
Van said United by Bronco is in March.
That's the one around Moab, if I remember right.
That's I've been asked about that one. That's quite a haul for us, especially with merchandise. I don't know how we do that.
Oh no, I agree, and that's the worst thing. Like the ones that okay, so if it's like a wheeling one that I would just like to go just as a participant, it's like, damn it, man, it has to be so far away that I can't get out
Oh,
there.
cool. That's a cool picture.
Yeah,
It is a very cool picture.
yeah, I've seen the pictures from last year of this one, and it looks like they had a really good time. Of course, it's anytime it's getting the earlier gens to participate with the 6th gen is little. I think they're opening up to it, but it's been a little bit well, there's plaid shirt guy
There's been
Who-
some pushback.
who you might actually see on the show very soon.
Ooh.
Can't think of Jonathan, and I can't think of his name. Oh, look, there's Jordan back there, I think. Look, the
Oh,
Bronco
I think
Nation.
that's the Bronco Nation car they just retired.
Did they retire it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going
Oh,
on with it, but
That poor Rapid Red.
Laura did some post about it.
Oh, are they going to crush it?
Probably. It
I was
was
gonna
a
say, 'cause I know it's
pre-production.
it was a pre-production model, so
Poor
Yeah.
Rapid Red.
there was that story where that guy that worked at the Texas off rodeo, they were switching some out, and he wanted to keep one of those so bad, and he was like willing to buy it, and Ford was like, nope, sorry, we got to
Well,
crush
'cause,
it.
like half the VINs on there, they're not even actual VINs. They're like VINs to Focuses and Fiestas.
See,
That's funny.
You can't register them.
So Two-Stroke Aprilia 11 asked, which is the biggest event, Supercell, Bronco Bash, or Bronco Fest in August? So it's up for debate. Which one's the biggest? Supercell is the longest running one,
I would say it's probably the biggest.
and it was pretty massive.
Yeah.
Bronco Fest is his first year, but it is piggybacking off of Jeep Invasion, which is massive.
Yes.
And then Bronco Bash, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah.
But Supercell, so we've gone what 3 years now.
This will be a third year.
Yeah, this will be our third year.
I just
And
pulled
it's
up the event. As of right now, there's 361 people going and 807 interested.
In Supercell?
Yeah, that's just Facebook, like a Facebook event.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's
I'm
a good
pretty sure
thought,
there was several thousand people there.
Yeah. What was that?
There
Nick?
was
Sorry.
over 700
That was the most.
Broncos.
Yeah, I think Supercell's the most authentic event. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're a diehard Bronco, I mean, you're gonna see it all there. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're new to Bronco 2 6G guy, you're gonna see all the old stuff, which will it's more like it's so much fun to see the old stuff. Some the guys still wheel, some they're just show vehicles.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of them are so clean. It's amazing how well they've taken care of the car. Or maybe
Yeah.
redone it. You see everything.
I have a 67, and it's not going to be in running order to make it there. So,
Well, that's all right. There was one out in the field where the guy was trying to sell for like 25 grand or something. It was so rusted out.
I see them all the time on Marketplace now. I'm like, just because the new Bronco came out doesn't mean your rust bucket's worth $1 million. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
this
but people are
but this
willing
guy
to
had
pay it, though. That's the crazy thing.
I ended up talking to this gentleman, and it was been in the family since it was brand new. It ended up he just used it for a farm vehicle. It was just an honest working vehicle, and it sat out in the field till it died. And I think he was just trying to
That's so sad.
capitalize on a rust bucket there. But it was a fun story he had with it. There was something about it. It was some special early something. I don't know. What else we got going on, Kelly?
This is a very good question too. Follow up on that one. You guys rock, by the way.
Thank you.
Can we bring our furry friends pups to Supercell? Sure can. Maya was there last year, and she'll be there again this year.
Yes, I would say though, make
she'll be in
sure
working
temperament.
order.
Yeah, leashed and temperament is with other pups.
And
Yes,
I'm
you
hoping
have
to
to
have
keep them on a leash.
I'm hoping to
Yes.
have Supercell guys on the show. I've reached out to them a couple times. I think the last time I talked to them, they said closer to the event they would talk to us. So which would be fun. That's Bronco Driver Magazine too. If you you want to
bring
look
lots
them
of
up.
water for your pups. It's pretty hot out there, if I recall.
Yeah.
It was so last year I couldn't find my hat,
It was so hot.
and my head was burnt from crisp because we're being vendors out there. Just even our little white top tent you would thought would have gave us some shade. No. But
We
then
were burnt.
like the third day I found my hat. I was so pissed off. I was like, really?
I found my sunblock on the second day.
Talking to other people too, it sounds like that was the hottest it's been in years. But then again, I mean, I can only speak for Michigan because obviously I live here. We've had a very mild winter, So now I'm like, okay, are we gonna have like an early spring now to where it's gonna be hot again next year for this year? I don't know.
Yeah, but you have a topless car now. You just like that's the idea.
I mean, I'm good with it either way. Either I'm gonna go home with a sunburn, or I'll bring hoodies down. I don't care.
You'll probably want to do both in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's
But I'll be
it's a
good with
chaotic
the
time.
sunburn going back up to Michigan because we haven't seen sun in like a year. So.
Allie's gonna go back to work on Monday and be like, "Hi guys, how you doing?
Happily we'll
I can't
do it.
shake your hand, but hey, just waving from down here."
Hey, what y'all need to do is pressure Allie to put her. We've bugged her to put her Bronco in our booth for a while, and you know, maybe Allie will have a business card there. So all I'm saying is, I got to be number one. You know, maybe you could be 3 to 7.
Hey, order banks open up again on March 27th. I'll take all the Bronco orders.
There you go. You can be like Granger.
Yeah, but we'll actually get them.
Oh, boom!
The views and opinions of Allie DeVoy are strictly Allie's opinions.
Facts.
Ryan Hemmings has finally got my build date for my Bronco Everglades.
Nice. The billboard.
Dude, I have noticed. Ford has been pulling a lot of VINs lately, so they are trying. Yeah. I will give it to them. They are trying.
So, Nick, is there something you got a Badlands, right? When you ordered, is there anything about? So you've had it well over a year now. Is there anything about it that you're just kind of like, damn it, I missed out on, or is there anything you like or dislike about it?
I kind of flip a coin sometimes, wondering if I could have got the marine grade vinyl, but just to get the washout floors. But I really like the leather; it's comfortable, and I got the cup holders in the back. And
yeah.
So you know.
23s, you get cup holders now, though. 23s, you do get cup holders.
They learned, okay? Ford learned.
I don't know why, because we blew them up at Ladies Off Rodeo.
That's so. After talking to a lot of Ford people, I won't mention names. Like they didn't realize how many people actually cared about that and wanted that until it was too late, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. So that's why you're seeing a couple more things.
Yeah.
Right. But
I honestly,
go ahead.
I didn't know I had cup holders till my kids pulled it down one day, like right after we got it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Yes. I was like, everybody was complaining about that, but I got them. So
you'll have to let us know how the leather holds up because we just have the marine grade vinyl and it's held up pretty well for us.
Yeah.
See, I like the marine grade. See, I think the marine grade vinyl kind of feels like leather.
Yeah, it does.
Like
you have covers in the seats for your dog, or you just let her do her thing?
See, that is the one thing I've been worried about. Like, I would like to take my dog with us.
Not my Bronco. That's her Bronco.
Oh. She doesn't look like she's participating in that right now.
No, she's still really drugged up.
She raised her head a little bit earlier, but then she was like, "Nah, Mom, it's too much."
Yeah, she's had a day. I feel bad.
I know.
So Nick, what was one of the things you didn't like about it, or you said you kind of?
I mean, I'm trying to really pick one out of the air, but man, I really do like my Bronco a lot.
That's the thing. I don't think I really have anything I want to like bash about it. Like I had an F-150 before. I've leased them, so pretty much every year I've kind of switched out of it. And like, yeah, the F-150 is a more sound, quieter ride, but it's two totally different vehicles. Mm-hmm. So it's like you can't really compare the two.
Yeah. My soft top, actually, I had mine just the top part replaced under warranty. The inside part sagged.
Oh, was it peeling?
Whatever. But they fixed it. And but my soft top is like a little bit loud, but like there was actually a bolt missing or it came out, so I put that back in, and it got a lot quieter. I will
say, and I know we get a lot of people from MAP that watch this and stuff. I will say I do wish some of the quality issues were just slightly better. Initially, I wrapped it up to we were just coming out of the pandemic or in the pandemic, but I mean even the CEO has admitted we need to step our quality up just a little bit better. So there are a couple things for me.
And it's not even that they've hired so many people right now that it's their turnover rate is so high. It's like as soon as you train someone, they're already. I'm not giving them an excuse because like I've had a map employee at my desk today, and we kind of joked about some of the things that we've seen because she got a new F-150 and she's picking her own car apart, and she goes, how did this get past this person, like all this stuff. I'm like, I see this daily, so I'm like, if you can help fix it, go for it.
Right. Go yell at this person and this person and this person.
I know, seriously though.
Right. So Nick, obviously we'll see you in April, man. Anything else we need to know from Mountains2Metal?
I mean, if you want to stay up to date with everything we got going on, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll try to keep pushing stuff out there, but like I said, I'm not going to tell you about one thing we got coming out, and I will tell you it will work on 2-door and 4-door. So.
Woo!
He will tell you on Wednesday at Supercell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
So,
Well,
yeah,
we'll go over to.
We'll have it out.
That's right. Nick, do you consume any sort of liqueur, as it were?
I'm not much of a liquor drinker, not because I don't like it, but because I get a little wild, I guess.
Well, I was gonna say maybe, guys, you grease the wheel by you taking a small bottle of something to Nick, and you grease that wheel just a little bit.
He said he gets a little wild, even B.
Yeah,
I know.
Poor boy B.
It's
Wheels
been a
will get
little
wild.
while, but no, I like an occasional Jack on the rocks.
There you go.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like IPAs are probably my go-to, but I guess my every day, if I had to drink a beer every day, it'd probably just be a plain old Busch Light. So
There you go, guys. See that
Yep.
Busch Light?
Go check
Yeah.
out if you haven't, across the street. What is it called? The local social.
Yeah, that pizza place
Or
is really
social
good,
something.
man.
There's something social across the
Oh,
street.
at Supercell, yeah,
Yeah,
I
at
had
Supercell.
some good beers there. It's like
Yes,
Yeah.
I
had
like
an
their
outdoor
cider.
area. Yeah, my
Yeah,
dad
it's
and
right
I
next
found
to
that
the-
place.
Right next to the
it was so
IGA, I
hot.
think.
We sat out there and at the picnic table and had a couple beers and cooled off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Be sure to check it for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
guys, go over to Mountains2Metal.com. Go check out what they've got. I don't ask you to buy anything. You buy what you want. We enjoy having Nick on here. We like to have people on here. They're just clearly Nick likes the Bronco, so it's not like you're dealing with somebody that's just trying to make a quick buck off the community.
He loves the
Yeah,
Bronco,
Nick.
Dave.
Nick,
I do.
he has a earlier gen, so feel comfortable with who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And Nick, I appreciate you being on. We will definitely. I'm going to do a sit down interview with you at Supercell, so get ready for
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, we can do that. I will tell you this: when I was in high school, you want to talk about loving Broncos. I in the graphic arts class, I made a shirt with a big set of red lips on it with a little bubble coming out, and it said, "Hey, baby, I drive a Bronco." So I used to wear that in high school. I don't know what happened to it, but I wish I still.
I was
did.
gonna say, do you still have the shirt? That would be
No.
epic if you brought it to Supercell.
Maybe my parents are watching; they might know where it's at. But
Well, sorry, fam. Sorry.
yeah, I know. I
Well,
know
Nick,
it won't fit me anymore, but I could frame it or something.
Yeah, you could, or make it into a blanket like they do with all the old T-shirts and
That's
stuff these
right.
days.
Oh yeah, they do that now too.
Well, Nick, we appreciate you being on here. I know you got a young one, so I don't want to keep you all night. But guys, Mountains2Metal.com. Once again,
Find them on the socials.
there's no ATN discount code. It's just I like having people like Nick on the show. We want to talk about good people and good products. So go check them out. And Nick, till next time, buddy. We'll
See
chat down
y'all.
the road.
Thanks,
See
Allie.
you at
Thank y'all.
Supercell.
Yeah, we'll be there. Y'all
Later,
be-
man.
Thanks. Bye, Nick.
All right, bye.
Oh, there you go. Let's see here.
Cool dude.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. Sorry, my fanciness of trying to talk to people offline has not got there yet. I do. I know there's product out there sometimes that do similar product that might be cheaper. I personally like buying American made products. So, and
I like quality. That's the thing.
yeah, I like dealing with small companies. As long as I don't feel like they're just out to rip the community off. And if Nick didn't have any Bronco products, or you just felt like this is just somebody trying to jump on the bandwagon of Bronco, I might be skeptical. But no, I like dealing with people like that, and we'll continue to buy products from Nick. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoy these. If you enjoy us having aftermarket people on, if you're ever on your social medias, like Instagram especially, if you want us to talk to them, link us to them, link Allie to them, link Kelly. Well, you're not really on there much.
Nah.
Link All Terrain Nation on there, or Allie. Let us know that you want us to talk to those people, and we'll gladly reach out to them. You might see some people that I didn't necessarily want to talk to in the past on the show. So that's all I'm going to say. Never know.
Gosh.
Andy's been working my heart a little bit. So
I can't even with you.
I know. Allie, I wanted to
Hold on.
sorry,
We've got
sorry,
some housekeeping before
sorry.
you jump in. So Nick Norris says, "Hey Dave, it's been a while. I get to pick up my 23 Explorer ST this week. Looking forward to doing the ST SUV experience with my
I've
mom."
heard fantastic things about that.
I'm jealous, man. Like I really, that's one of those vehicles that I've been wanting to test.
And Nick really wanted you to see that because it's been put in the chat like 4 times. So just making sure we covered all of our bases there. And YouTube Car Spotters Guide, thank you so much for that super chat, sir. We appreciate it. Add it to the booze fund.
Well, we appreciate all the super chats and stuff. I'm going to do this real quick. When you do all the super chats or the memberships, we greatly appreciate all that. You never feel like I never ask for that stuff. I only mention it because if I don't, people go, well, why didn't you let me know? We have a membership here. It's $5 a month. YouTube takes like $2 of it. Trust me, we don't get it all, but that stuff adds up and it does help for our travel fund. Like we're going to the Chicago Auto Show in a couple of weeks. It just helps with that kind of stuff. And we greatly appreciate it. Patreon, we're over there. And we do different things in different spots. We do a vlog, which we haven't done in a couple of weeks because I told our members we just hadn't had anything interesting going
We're
on
not
enough
that interesting
to show on there. But guys, and we've got at allterrainnation.com, you can buy some gear there. So we got some Teespring shirts over there, and we have some in-house shirts over there. So go check those out. And that is all the selling you were going to get from me today. So there's no bar saying how much we've collected. I don't care. Just you guys smashing the like button, especially, that means a lot to us. So thank you very much.
And we have Michael Rivas became a member tonight.
Oh,
so
thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Mike.
What?
I said nice.
Oh, I thought you said niece. I was like, what?
Your niece.
Huh? Tim Foster says, "Hey, Dave and Kelly, Tim and Sandy from South Georgia here. Welcome in.
What's going on,
in.
sir?
And ma'am.
Sorry, people.
Jeez.
Family. How about that?
Craig says, last week, no VIN assigned. Today, out for delivery to the dealer. What a quick build.
Well, Allie had one done in 4 hours, right?
Basically.
Something crazy.
Still not sure how that one happened.
I mean, I'm just asking for a Ranger the same way. You literally go, Dave, it's here. I'll be on a plane that night. I guarantee you.
Terrence says 9th to the 15th.
Hey, man. But Terrence, I know this is such a pain in the ass for you. Terrence is out. I know Terrence is out in California, but it's built. You know, I know before you didn't even have a build date and it just was kind of getting under your skin a little bit. It's coming, dude, and it's well worth it. I promise.
Van says, my Bronco has been broken for 2 weeks and the dealer said they have no time frame to fix it. And it is a front.
What's wrong with it?
Front diff, I believe. If I recall correctly.
Wow. I know there have been a couple issues with front diffs.
Here it is. Front diff is on back order and the dealer has no time frame.
I would honestly, Van, I would look to any salvage yards. If you could find one with low mileage, I mean, depending on if they can't get you one, if they're like, hey, it could be months, I ain't got time for that kind of crap.
Jason Boyd says, what days is everyone showing up to Supercell?
Look, son, you know when we'll be there. We have a load-in day, so we'll be there a day before everybody else.
Yeah, we're going to be late Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, full-blown Wednesday. Yeah. You'll be in Tuesday night, Allie, or Wednesday?
Sometime Tuesday. Yeah, right? I'm going to leave in the morning, probably around 8 or 9.
That's a long drive.
That is
I mean, when we come up to, we come up to your event and stuff, that's such a haul, man.
Yeah. Well, I'll be making stops and stuff. Like, mine actually does really good traveling in the car, but like every 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, like she starts whimpering a little bit, and she for her being a husky, she doesn't talk a ton. She's not super loud, but like when she does make a noise, I'm like, okay, you need something. Like now I need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Cole Supercell is April 19th. Is that right?
April 19th is the first
18th,
day.
19th,
is our loaded.
Bronco Driver is their website that you can find them on.
It is the 19th. Wednesday to
Yep.
the 22nd.
John Miko says marine grade vinyl has cup holders in the back for 2023. Yep.
Yep. Hey, and Justin is asking, does anybody know what the Ranger Raptor is supposedly going to cost? I did a video on that where I took and did a building price on the Australian version. It's on the channel, and I converted it to the US dollars, and upper 50s, probably to late 60s is where I think you're going to price them out at.
Probably.
Walter says, anyone go into KOH?
Walter, if you go and watch the rookies, one of my really good friends, Nestor Camacho, is going to be in a Xterra out there doing the rookies. And I hadn't heard if our buddy from Colorado's, did he get his truck in time?
Not sure. I haven't heard.
But we'll have a bunch of people out there. I can connect you with a bunch of people if you want to.
Jay Zen says, anyone get their reservation $100 deposit refunded check in the mail?
How does that work, Allie? Because the dealerships collect that money technically, right?
Yeah, they can either refund it back to the card, or a lot of them did checks. It just depends on what that dealer's set up for.
And that's a good segue into so you couldn't last time you were in here, you couldn't discuss it because you didn't get the official information, and no reason for you to just speculate at the time. I'd broke some news of what came to be.
It did not come from Allie at
No,
all.
not at all.
Yeah. I was more
Allie
frustrated. I couldn't figure out where that was posted at.
She did. She was like, "Where'd you get this information?"
I'm like, I can't tell you. But so how do Ford gave a lot of options, basically $2,500 to take these options off, or basically get your money back. Now, I know some people put hefty deposits down at their dealership. Technically you're at that point, you're not dealing with Ford, you're dealing with a dealership that doesn't like to give money back per se. How do you think, I mean, obviously you can only speak to how your dealership might handle that, but how do you think that's handled?
I mean, like you said, I can only say like how it is with us. Like we floor plan, so like Ford controls our lot. We pay them to have all the cars on there, we finance it, whatever. So if we have like extra money laying around, that's like a huge no-no to Ford. They like ask every little question, and like we put notes in there saying this is a deposit, here you go, like all this stuff. Technically, yeah, it gets refunded back to the customer. The people doing the hefty deposits, like our dealer, it's up to our discretion. If we don't think you're serious and you're doing 50 orders at 50 different dealers saying, whoever gets me a Bronco or a Maverick first, that's who I'm going with. Yeah. We're not playing that game, and we're not taking your order. And if we do take your order, we are going to take a deposit, because if you're willing to give us $500, most likely you're a pretty serious buyer, or $1,000 or whatever the vehicle may be. But if you decide to walk away, technically, yes, they should refund your money, because there's nothing tying that to an order. But if they say no refunds, then that's kind of on the dealer, like you and that dealer.
Right. And I have to get this real quick. So the WB says, I'm new here and haven't a clue what they're talking about.
Just heard it was a good show.
Yeah, heard it's a good show. The Monday night show, WB, is all Bronco talk. We do a Thursday show where we talk all automotive, and we appreciate you coming on here and just joining the conversation.
We're just hanging out.
I know. Yeah. Basically, the way I approach these live streams it's some friends at a bar hanging out, just BSing, talking about what we like to talk about.
That's why I like it.
But as far, I'm assuming at some point, like if you had somebody you were skeptical of, I'm sure you could check. Can you check their order history with other dealerships? So you can't see if they're like blanketing every dealership with an order?
No, I had a guy that I thought it was sketchy the way he was talking, and he was being very weird. And he tried correcting me a couple of times. I'm like, all right. I'm like, where'd you hear this from? He's like, well, okay, I already have an order at the dealer down the street. I'm like, great, we're not doing this. And he's like, what? I'm like, we're not doing this. We have a name match we have to stick to. I'm like, I'll be more than happy to earn your business. But if you're just doing this, like, I'm trying to find, like, whoever gets me my car first, I'm like, we're not doing that. Because if your VIN gets pulled at all of our dealerships the same week, you're screwing one of us.
Yeah.
And we're not playing the back and forth game.
Well, and then dealers get dinged if the customer doesn't, because that was a big thing initially for 22 was Ford was trying to slow dealers from,
Yep.
just ordering Broncos for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they were dinging dealerships if it was 80%, it had to be like an 80%.
We still have to be at 80% name match. And like this week, I had a bad week between like dog stuff and like work stuff. And I had 3 cars come in. 2 of them bought one within the last month and never told me, because we could have at least like messaged someone. And like we're in constant contact. I don't want to say every day, but once a week, twice a month, 3 times a month. Like if I have nothing to tell you, it's because I'm waiting for your car.
Right.
And I Googled the guy's trade, and I just put his VIN number into my Google search, and it was at a dealer up north. So they either had what he was looking for or whatever the case is. But like I tell everyone, I'm like, we can't force you to buy the car. Right. No one ever forces you to buy the car. You willingly sign your hand on the contract. You made that decision. All we ask is that if you find something somewhere else, tell us so we can contact the right people so we don't get dinged. Because that's how Ford's going to shut down a lot of the dealers, is if you don't follow their rules, they will slowly start taking cars away from you. So that's just the not fun part.
Yeah. And right now, more than ever, like, getting allocations for dealers is important. That's how you get buildable Broncos, especially, is they have to have so many allocations. If you're screwing up the allocation system, basically, it's not doing that dealership any service.
Yeah.
They can get dinged for it. I mean, the vehicle comes in, clearly they're going to sell it. But at the same point, they do get dinged in the back end from Ford going, oh, you just bringing your buddies in to order vehicles so you can have inventory.
Because, like, I won't lie, at the very beginning, my dad ordered 6 trucks. Like, he picked one. He knew about 4 of them. And then I may have just made some duplicates. But that's the thing, like, we all did it at first. If there's any dealers out there saying that they didn't have a couple of fake orders in there, you're lying. We all did it. We all were panicking because we've never dealt with anything like this. This has never been a thing. Like the way order, and this is going to get into the ordering in the Broncos and like them making the changes that they are right now. Ford would typically come to us saying, hey, you can order X amount of cars. They have to be like, you can have 18 F-150s, 8 of them can be XLTs, 1 can be a Platinum, 1 can be a Limited, and then you can pick the rest between like Lariat and XLT or XL. Or they force them to you, saying, okay, if you're taking these, you have to take these like random units type of a thing. And that's where I think they really went wrong with just letting everyone order whatever the hell they wanted, because everybody wanted the hardtop, everyone wanted Sasquatch, everyone wanted the Lux package. Everybody. And that's what they're down to right now. So like now, the reason they came out with all that, they're all wild tracks or loaded up Badlands, and they just physically don't have enough for everyone. So that's why they have the incentive to go ahead and switch, because they know they don't have enough for everyone.
Well, I did a WTF Saturday, and I was talking a little bit about these problems. And, it as simple as and dumb as this sounds is, I know everybody's like, well, Sasquatch, what problems they're having. It boils down to tires. And Ford couldn't have Wrangler on the side of these tires.
No,
we all thought
not.
it was fun. It was fun that Ford was doing that, kind of jabbing it. We don't want Wrangler on there, except for the fact that that's now a specialty built tire in a tire. It's not a specialty tire because there's 6 other vehicles that use that tire, except for the fact there's only one that can't have Wrangler on the side of it. So I can see where that's just that in general is a problem for the brand to get tires, let alone, all the other little issues they're having. But I know somebody was like, oh, poor dealers. Well, initially, there was a big run. If you remember early in the pandemic, everybody was like buying everything. They were home, they were bored. What the fuck? It was basically, I'm going to live if this is the end of the world, I'm going to buy
like that too. It was insane.
Yeah. Well, look at all the trailers and campers and stuff that were just completely, they sold out of all this stuff because people lived like there was no tomorrow, and well, that now
That was the case for some people.
sure it was, and it was a scary time.
So Max Martinez says, and he corrected and said, Allie, is there any news on order banks opening for the 2023 Super Duty?
You can order them right now.
There you go.
So Super Duty probably because there's not a huge. I mean, I know obviously there's a demand for it, but it's probably not like a shit. If we
Oh, it
don't
is. I've had guys waiting a year and a half now for Super Duties.
just to get it, they've ordered it just to get it.
Yeah,
though, right?
just to get it. Like there's like you can order them, but they're constraints. So just like everything else.
Cole says, Allie, I will drive to you and get a Ranger Raptor. Can we do it? Allie, can I just harass you forever? He wants to be number like 3 or 4
Who's
or whatever it
number 2?
is.
There's a number 2.
I
Oh,
can't
she's
remember.
got a number 2. Stephen Rapp wanted to be number 2.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think he's number 3.
I just need whoever wants to be number 2, number 3, number 10. I don't care. Just email me your phone number.
What is your work email? How can they get a hold of you that way?
adubois@brightonford.com. Hold on, I'll put it in the chat.
And speaking of emails,
Do not
guys,
send
you guys
spam. I'll kill all of you.
no, don't be silly. Remember that is a business.
Yeah.
You
I was gonna
guys
say, my
need to
managers go through everything.
go over to Allie's Allie's YouTube channel. Allie,
Yes.
we helped you get a few.
Cole's about to get kicked out of the chat.
What's he posting now? Oh.
How much I gotta grease you to be number 1 above Dave?
Oh, Cole, come on.
You don't have the shirt, buddy. You don't have the
Oh,
shirt.
that's true. Nikki made him a shirt.
Yep.
Nice try, Cole.
Shit, what was I about to? Where was I going?
With her YouTube.
Oh, go over to Allie's YouTube channel. We helped get Allie a few subs. I'd like to help her
I'm
break
up to like
100.
70 something. Hold on.
We get these shows get well over 1,000 views. I'd like to help Allie break 100. And the only reason I want to break 100 is because
I'm up to
then
76.
that's where Allie's required, like she can capture her name, and that's now her YouTube channel name. But if not, it's like YouTube's like, well, we're not taking you seriously till you hit 100. So it means a lot. I know Allie's only got a handful of videos over there right now, but
she's working on it.
Yeah,
We'll have more this summer.
that's right. And that's part of Allie being on the show is so she can help get her channel going. And then she gives us a finger when she's got like 10,000 subs. Is like, the little guys, who's those people?
Oh, shut up.
She'll be like, sorry, guys, this is my last Bronco Talk Live.
Who?
Because...
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Stop.
Her and the pup back there have their own reality show.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like sometimes I need one between work and just all the Bronco events. It wouldn't be a dull moment.
Yeah,
She lives a very hard life, okay?
I can
Yeah,
tell.
it's real rough. Rough.
I mean, today she's
Get it.
looking real.
She
a real hot
is looking a
mess.
little rough today, but we know it's because she's not feeling good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say she looks great from far away. Up close, it's rough.
So in Peugeot's like, if you sub to Allie's channel, she'll bump you above Dave for the Ranger Raptor. Wait now.
You're the one that shared the comment, dude.
I know. In Peugeot's being fun.
G. Williker says, took my Bronco in for the front diff recall in November and still waiting for Ford to send the dealership the parts. Anyone else having this issue?
I know diffs have been an issue.
They're out.
I know our buddy Dave Z just got his Bronco back.
Mhm.
I'm sure he didn't see him at the off-road event at Holly Park or Holly Oaks because he's probably a little paranoid now about off-roading it. But if you guys don't remember, Dave Z is the one that we helped tow out of Holly Oaks,
Back in
and
October.
yeah, and he just now got it back. Ended up, it wasn't just the transfer case; his front diff was blown as well, which I think the front diff blew and caused, when we were pulling it out, caused the transfer case to screw up.
That's our theory.
But I don't know that for sure. And we'll have Dave on to do a wrap up about the way he was treated and stuff, because Ford actually came to his rescue a little bit, and Ford pushed the dealership to take care of him. So
Yeah.
And it's because of shows like this. I won't say it's because of us necessarily, but they see public support behind a guy like that who clearly did nothing wrong.
No.
Like, we were all around him. That guy was like just driving around, just not doing anything silly, and sadly had an issue.
Michael Rivas says,
We were too busy watching the Raptors.
Yes, that is true.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
trying to act like a Raptor out there.
Yes,
is
you were.
That is true.
I don't know much on the diff recall, Michael.
Do you know, Allie, off the top of your head about the diff recall?
I do not. I've had a couple people that have been waiting about a month or so, but
I know our soft top's starting to show wear where it bends when it folds back. I'm like, that's kind of upsetting. That it's already showing wear, and we've only had it basically
Just
year,
over
a
a year.
year and a couple months.
Allie, MPRR says, Allie, have a 2020 GT500 modified with about 800 horsepower. You can cruise around in town at Supercell East. Bump Dave. Got rid of my Super Duty, so I need another truck.
Damn it, people. Somehow this started out as my show.
Man, it's so negotiated.
Kelly come in, stole my Bronco. Now
No, I stole your Bronco before it came out.
Now Allie's coming in and stealing the viewers. Damn it, man. Somehow I'm getting shafted here. Hey, but seriously though, guys, like, I don't care what state you're in, Allie can work with you to get a vehicle over there. Yeah. So definitely go. It doesn't, you know, the way with cars, it doesn't hurt to ask a question. That's the way I feel about automobiles. Yeah. And we live in an Amazon culture now. Never feel stuck to your local dealer. Now, guess what? I order from Allie in Michigan. Guess what I'm going to pay? Tennessee taxes. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
But
sucks.
You still have to pay your taxes at the DMV. Michigan can collect up to 6%.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah,
right,
Laura, there was 2 Broncos towed out of Hollyoaks on Saturday.
Yes, Miss Gia had some issues. She texted me today with what happened, and I have a feeling we're going to talk to Gia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to, once she gets a little bit more figured out. Gia was a manual transmission having some issues. So.
Yeah, I have a really good friend looking after her Bronco. I had texted him on Saturday and kind of let him know what was going on. He actually texted me. He was at work before I was. And so we don't work together. He works at a different dealership. And he texted me. He's like, hey, I'm looking for it. What color is it? Like, what's this with it? Like, that was the first thing he did. I'm like, it's just so nice to have those people.
For sure. Austin Cash says, anybody doing Wisconsin Supercell July 12th through 15th?
I think Allie is.
I think so.
I would like to, but for us, that's probably what, a 12-hour haul.
Oh,
that would be a tough one to drive up for. And I don't want to, like, it's easy to fly up, but I want to experience it in my Bronco. So
yeah. Green Rush says, why is Ford not building enough Bronco Raptors? It's a limited edition vehicle.
It's just like the F-150 Raptor. They're not going to make a ton of them.
What, $5,000 a year or something? It's all they really want to build. I think of the Bronco.
They try.
No, but I meant like they don't want to build more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they'll hit the 5,000, but how many Broncos are expected at Mackinac? Good question. Hold on.
That's the one I would like to go to. When is that?
Will you just take it off and do it already?
She's like, no excuses, Dave.
Yeah, seriously.
Except our day job.
I just want to see the island itself.
So the event is Broncos on the Mac. As of right now, there's 123 people interested and 30 people are officially RSVP'd. But I think RSVPs
that's on Facebook though, right?
That just started. Like, their link wasn't up there for the longest time, but I think at least 200.
Is this by Michigan Bronco Club?
No. Someone else beat us to it. We were talking about it. I'm kind of bummed out about it, actually.
Well, I'm assuming you're going, though, right?
Well, yeah, I'm camping up there. So I already have, camp stuff. I will, hold on, let me send you this photo. So I got a campsite up near Mackinac Bridge. I saw this park, and the views are absolutely amazing. Which I've been up to Mackinac a bunch of times just because I live up here. But, where is it? Oh.
Too long for it still, I think.
I will send it in the chat. Where is this? Right.
He still sees your error. Tried 3 times.
Oh my god, I was upset. We're having a day. My dog had surgery. My computer's not working. Everything's fine.
And Allie has a gaming PC. It's not like it can't handle this.
Yeah.
I do, and I don't even know how to use it half the time, which I think is funny. Okay, I'm gonna send
That
this
might be part of
site.
the problem, Allie, is that you don't know how to use it.
Right?
I know I'm the problem. That's the thing.
There's
Well-
this code called ID10T.
Well, the problem being is like you're on the computer all day. The last
Just
thing you want to
kidding.
do is like,
Yeah. It's site 5A. It's so cool.
Right there.
oh, you're right next to the water.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Fancy.
People, these
You got
people,
a picture of the bridge?
Yeah. All the
Wow.
content.
man, that is cool.
I
Nice.
know.
Just thinking that right now it's probably frozen.
It's actually not.
It's not been that cold up there.
Yeah.
Hasn't been cold. I mean, I'm not sad. My dog's sad. I'm not sad.
I'm not sad. No, we've had a very, very mild winter here. So
Yeah, it
Yeah.
snowed
so far-
yesterday. We had like, I don't know, half inch, maybe.
Yeah. So how did your which event was this? Was this the snow event that y'all did this past
Snow
weekend?
fest.
Yeah, snow that turned into mud.
Hey, we stretched my
Ugh.
shoulder blade.
Yeah, it was. I think we had honestly, we had a great mix of Broncos and Jeeps.
Mhm.
And we were all nice to each other.
That's
There's
good.
no bashing, at least that I saw. But I want to say at least 300, at least
Wow.
between the
Man,
two.
that poor little park.
It was, the trails were crowded.
I bet.
There
bet.
was no fast moving trail riding on Saturday.
So you weren't jumping anything?
No jumping.
Did you go up the lava thing?
I did not, but I did teach Nikki how trail control works.
We saw the video.
It was hilarious. She had a ton of fun. She was
She just kept
laughing
spinning
so
and
hard.
spinning and spinning. I was wondering when she was going to stop, but she was just loving it.
She was laughing so hard. That I think was probably the best part.
And she said she honked one time.
I know, she did honk the horn. So that's a huge no in Amy Cloud's book. That you can't honk the horn, or you honk the horn 3 times, you get a nickname.
Well, I will be honest. The Ford, the way the airbag or whatever pushes out with the horn
It's
there,
so
it's
tight.
very easy to bump that horn.
Oh,
on
it's
the
so
Bronco.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they talking about in there?
I don't know. There's a lot of.
Taxes
Oh yeah, Laura
between the
came
states.
up. She had a ton of fun.
Nice.
What is
Well,
it?
so Allie, with all this stuff, have you had I know you were flooded with the emails, like I was saying earlier about the issues with Ford wanting people to change their orders. Basically, how has that went for you? Did you get a massive amount of changes, or are people holding tight?
People, I don't have that many left, to be honest. I mean, I want to say we have 50 left.
Yeah.
And we've had, I mean, I know that I've sold myself 52 Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's been plenty pushed out. I mean, that's just me. We have 15 other sales guys.
Right.
But we don't have that many left. I have a lot of people that want to hang tight. They want what they want, and I fully understand that. And I have explained to them Ford's done. After 23, no price protection, which it definitely sucks.
And we've discussed that.
But
we've talked about this on the show of like, hey, and I warned everybody after 23, they're not, and I think the current reservation system's done too. I don't think they want to openly say that right now, but I think it's like, you just got to get in line again.
they're going to keep it, but it's definitely, I got to see what I can say.
Hey,
There's
don't
a
get
new
into
structure.
it.
There's a new structure to it. It's
Okay.
not just a free for all picking your dealer, and there's no bribing and none of this crap.
Well, so where does that leave Wild Track customer though? Because I know, I personally think that Wild Track, I know it's a popular it's a popular model, but
They
I can
think
see
it's the top dog Bronco, but I really don't feel like it's the top dog Bronco.
no, it's under Badlands to me. Especially because they've
Mhm.
watered it down. Other than the fact that it gets the 3.0 Haas system, like they've, initially it was just supposed to be basically a loaded out Bronco, right? Without the sway disconnect, and you
Yeah.
got carpet and different seats. I don't think it's. I mean, now if they did a version where it was like 37s and like I could kind of understand it, but I don't think it's the most epic Bronco out there. And I don't say that like poking fun at people that want it. If you want, that's the one you want, go for it. I don't,
Yeah.
your wallet is your wallet, but, I can see them slowly kind of, because in that email that they sent out was pretty much, we're not going to build wild tracks right now.
Yeah.
That's the way it made it sound anyways.
They're going to. They were very clear in their meeting. The way they started off was the rumors out there were taken and people just kind of ran with them. They started with, this is not true. There's a reason that this is confidential and people need to stop just giving the info out. And like, I get it to a point that they're trying to get the information out so customers know like what's going on. But we also need a minute to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Is kind of the thing. Like, we have so many people that they're hearing and seeing so many different things. The messages I get with screenshots of just like misinformation every day makes me want to like slam my head on my desk.
Well,
There's
I
several
didn't
days
really-
I text you that too, Kelly. Like, I'm done.
We're poor Allie and I are texting back and forth, and I'm like, "Did you see this one?"
I'm like, no, I have plenty of. So there's a group on Facebook called like Broncos Ladies Club. Plenty of ladies have blocked me because they think that I'm just the worst. I'm like, I don't care. I'm giving you the right information for this reason, so you know how to make your decision.
And that's the problem. It would be one thing if they were willing to take the information, but they just want to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Always keep it to yourselves about that. But like, they just want to hear what they want to hear, and they don't want to like hear from people that know what's going on, and then they automatically be like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Dealers are the big bad guys. It is what
which
it
is
is.
part of the reason why I did that story the way I did it was, I mean, I had that information when all that BS was going around. I confirmed it with another source about that information. And I kind of didn't want to do that story, but there was so much on Bronco 6G, some BS going around about that. And their headline on Bronco 6G was dealer confirmed, but they never said any dealer that confirmed it. It was so vague about everything. And finally I was like, you know what? Here's what I've got. I'll tell people.
Take it and run.
This is what is coming from Ford. And as I always do in those type of stories, I let my audience know, hey, it's not official till Ford says it's official. So take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And I think even in those ladies groups, if Ford says this is A, B, C, D is how you get your Bronco, don't fight it. Don't go, well, my dealer told me this. No, because your dealer just orders Broncos. They don't build the Bronco.
That's the thing. If we could build the car, we'd make people so much happier. So much happier. Like, it's one of those things when Ford started off, everyone's like, oh, they're not building Wild Track anymore. I can't share the Ford document, but what I want to do is be like, everything in our packet strictly says this does not mean we're not building Wild Track.
Right.
It means with how many Wild Tracks are left in the system, we can't build them all. So either you can change your build or you're done. This is kind of like this third strike, you're out. We tried. It's one of those things. This is why Ford tells us what we're allowed to order and what we're allowed to have every single month when we have wholesale and things like that. And it just got too out of control, saying, okay, everyone do whatever you want. Just order it all. And that's the problem that we had.
Well,
so that's fun.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Embajo said, Alternation, I caved and changed my Wild Track order to an OBX 9K off of MSRP if it gets built.
There you go. And it's, the biggest thing, and I think a lot of people are new to Bronco, which is, I want to rant about this just for a minute. There was some people, local people here, they have a Bronco podcast. And somebody in the comments, they were talking about Bronco 6G parts. And somebody was like, well, I think the Rock, what is it? something engineering, the rock rails that the steps drop down.
Yeah.
They're like, I think that's the best. And when I hear that, those are cool. Those are not real rock rails. I don't care what anybody says. Those are not real rock rails.
Anything that's going to be able to move
Yes,
at all
I
is not giving
I
you
guarantee
substantial-
you. And me and Kelly don't go do the most extreme thing ever. We will push it, but I wouldn't. There's such bad information out there for all of Bronco, and I kind of hoped there'd been some Jeep people join the community that would have been like, hey, this is what we use, but it just hasn't been. So even with like what the news alley's telling you and stuff, people they just speculate and they're just whatever. And that's why we like White Knuckle Off-Road Products is a sponsor of the show. Is if you want something, rock rail wise that is willing to protect your vehicle to the most nth degree, that's a rock rail. Like some of this stuff, I know, Allie, I know you love IAG and stuff, and I love a lot of their products, but those bolt-on steps that they do in a rock situation, I wouldn't want those on my vehicle because you're just going to beat them up, and you paid a lot of money for that stuff. So pay
and
attention.
that's one of those things too where I think I would end up taking them off, but again, I'm not doing crazy. That's still my everyday
Girl,
driver.
we're gonna get you to Windrock. You're gonna be like, hell yeah, let's keep going.
I have to drive my Bronco home. That's the thing.
You sound like
We
Kelly.
drove ours.
You sound like Kelly.
We drove ours home from Michigan.
Holly Oaks is not Windrock.
That is true. That is true.
That is true. But in not knocking the specific branded bolt-on ones, but I wonder if you were to take those out and off-road with them, if they would get bent up so much you couldn't even get out of your truck in certain situations.
I'm sure. I've seen enough of the Nerf bars and stuff. We used to tell people in the Xterra community, take those off your vehicle if you're going off-roading.
We had a friend actually show up. He drove it from the dealership and straight to our event. And I said, hold on a minute. And I took off his Nerf bars and I took off his mud flaps before he even went out. Because I was like, this is not happening.
You're just going to break
And he was like,
things.
Kelly, are you seriously taking them off? I said, yes, I am. Because you're not going out with them because you're just going to rip them off. Like, it's just going to happen.
Corey.
Oh,
Scared the piss out of Corey one night.
We did scare.
I got stuck at Allie. There was a landslide at Windrock, and we got stuck in between something. And we, a buddy of mine was like trying to push it on one more trail. I was like, hey, and this was like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I was home.
He was like, let's just do one more trail. And I was like, all right. And I was just passenger on this trip. And we were in the park till about 2 a.m. trying to get out of this,
because they had to go a bunch of different ways because they'd get so far and then they hit private land and they couldn't go any further. So they had to turn around.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, man. But we scared that poor guy to death, man. But
and then after the fact, we made friends with the security guard. Big security guard. And he was like, if you ever caught and you're at one of those locked gates, you just give me a call and I'll come get you.
I was like, well, damn it, where were you last year?
That's awesome.
But Allie, you have to go. You have to plan a trip to Windrock. I'm telling you, we won't take you. We're
not going to take it crazy.
But it's worth the fun. Seeing the Caravel Flats and you get to see wild elk walking around.
Super cool.
It's really cool.
Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Devin Heritage said, anyone know why you can't order body color fenders like the OBX? Obviously, they have them as if you can get in an accident or one is damaged in transportation for an OBX. Would love to have them for my Badlands.
Devin, I too would like to have a set of those for my Badlands. And anybody that has any Rapid Red that got rid of theirs, because Rapid Red was such a short produced color that I'm looking for those just for basically street use. I think they look great. For parts to order that, I would think you can just go to your parts department and order anything, right?
I've been able to give them to 3 customers.
Oh,
3.
The only thing I've ever
you can order them. You just have to get them painted. Nothing comes from Ford already painted. You have to get it painted.
So you can't order the OBX fender flares like if they were damaged.
You are so drugged. She's licking her dang cone. Sorry.
I don't blame you, girl. I had to lick that cone too. So even if you have an OBX, you can't order the because they're not painted on site.
No, they're not painted on site. It's the only thing you can get is the OBX from the factory like that. If you
Yeah.
order them like separately, we have to paint match them.
Okay.
There's just no way around it.
Right. I mean, now I have a Sasquatch package, and I went to the smaller, the smaller fender flares because I think they look better.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to share this picture because I didn't even share this picture with you.
Wow, this is news, breaking news.
That I saw this weekend at Sid's school.
Wait, now we're at School Nation.
Gotta find the best
School
worst
Nation.
picture.
Oh wait, hold on. I just realized you put something up from Max.
Oh, sorry.
A little bit of a question in the left field. Mark up some Raptors. I mean, honestly, I've seen Raptors anywhere from MSRP all the way up to $30,000-$40,000 over sticker.
I kind of feel like the market's slowing down on that finally.
I've not been paying attention to that, to be completely honest. Because
Yeah.
not that many. So I talked to a gentleman who's very high up at Michigan Assembly, and they had paused Raptors for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, because they had no control arms. So they haven't really been building Raptors up until this week, when they started again. And so we'll start seeing those pop up here soon. Wait, what is this?
Did she just say
Wait till you see it. You'll understand.
Oh, I hate those things. Oh, why did you do that to me?
Share with the class.
Hold on, I want to.
If this is their Bronco, I'm sorry.
I know. I try to be as positive with this stuff as you can be, but
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Is there a closer up picture?
Oh my God! See, that's what I was seeing.
That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, are these those metal ones? They look like those. Metal.
I'm pretty sure they were metal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're just the normal tires.
Yes. So I don't know if maybe they got them on and were waiting for tires to come in. I'm not really sure, but it was bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. If that was yours, I hope you're getting bigger tires.
Please no.
But they were like this wide. Like, I'm not kidding. They were probably
those are the factory little
12 inches.
Yeah, that's I would say that is a Big Bend.
Maybe, but those fender flares, they were massive.
I don't like them.
I'm not a fan either.
No,
Yeah.
I used to like that grill a lot though. I've kind of swayed on it, but I used to like that, especially if it's in the piano black for the OBX or no.
I don't mind it.
I don't know, something about it I like.
Nick North says, and Dave, if you want to drive an ST, hit me up in August during the Dream Cruise. Unfortunately, we won't be at the Dream Cruise this year.
No, Allie will be there.
Yeah, Allie will be there.
I have to.
Get so terrible.
Is that something for Friends of Ford, or because if y'all don't know, Allie's part of Friends of Ford program, which
I don't really know what they call me.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know exactly know
what Ford. I'm a Ford enthusiast, and they actually didn't know that I worked at a dealership.
Oh, really?
They thought they liked that I liked Bronco. I'm like, I do. I'm obsessed.
And Peugeot says it was an easy decision. The Wild Track Lux tow for 54 or a 2.7 Outer Banks advanced 4x4 with high tow and aux. I assuming Lux.
Yeah.
For $39K. No brainer.
No. Well,
what are you doing?
No, with high package. So high and yeah, no, I don't blame you on that at all, man. Yeah, by the time your current Bronco will have like 100,000 miles on it by the time you see it.
Yeah, seriously, he's putting so many miles on it.
Let's see, Michael Cooper, Dave, if you had a choice at all-terrain 33-inch tires or mud terrain 33-inch tires for your Badlands, which would I do? Michael, it depends on what you do with the vehicle. So, depending on the all-terrain tire, because that's even a wide range of options there. If I'm daily driving it and maybe once a month, once every couple months, trying to take it, do fire roads or some light off-roading, I would definitely go for ATs. I do understand. I mean, we put mud terrains on our current vehicle, 35-inch BF Goodrich KM3s. Mostly, I'll be honest, mostly because I like the look of those. They look more aggressive. We've ran KO's series of tires for 10 years now. I love those tires.
Mhm.
But
Huge
I
fan.
just, for the Bronco, because we do put it in some for events, I just wanted it to look more. You know, if that makes any sense. Is that
More aggressive.
yeah, more aggressive. Now we'll use those tires. Trust me, we'll go to Windrock or wherever, and we'll enjoy those tires, and they'll do us great. But for the most part, I think mud terrains are kind of overrated. I think the all terrains now between the Goodyear DuraTrack or the Kevlar series that Goodyear runs, or the KO2s, which they're about to have a new KO3 come out.
That's what,
Which is why
that's
we
what I
didn't
heard.
get KO2s.
Ditto makes a great all terrain tire. The Geolander ATs are great. I would look at the weight of the tire. So I think they'll be around 50 pounds if I remember right. You're-
All right, I
Man.
gotta go.
Bye, Allie.
Bye, Allie. Thanks for joining.
Night,
See you
guys.
later. Bye, Maya.
But the weight of the tire honestly makes a big difference. So if you're using your vehicle as a commuter vehicle, I would try to Discount Tire has a great website for that. They'll show the weight of the tire, and rolling resistance is a thing. And the harder it is for the vehicle to, think about, I think probably whatever tire you have on your car currently is probably 38 to 42 pounds. So you would add another 10 pounds per each side. It does make a difference, and tread pattern makes a difference for miles per gallon. So if I think long-winded, probably AT for most people, I think would be fun. I know. There's just it's a loaded question. It's a
And
tough
he
one.
is too knowledgeable about tires.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna put it out there. So
Ultimately, put what you like though. If you like the look of this and you're willing to accept, we've lost probably 1.5 miles per gallon going to MTs and the weight of the tire. And we haven't changed driving styles.
nope, I haven't.
Let's see. All Terrain Nation, can you explain what the heck Friends of Ford is? I'm from a Ford family and have never heard of it. I feel out of the loop.
So it is kind of an enthusiast program that Ford has recently put together. It's full of enthusiasts and maybe a few influencers.
No, influencers getting
Not
a different
really.
program.
So really, it's more enthusiasts of Ford vehicles.
They look a lot through Instagram.
Yeah.
A lot of these manufacturers, for whatever reason, love Instagram.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're hashtagging Ford a lot in there and you're putting up some fun pictures and stuff, they will invite you to be part of what they call Friends of Ford.
They might invite you.
Yes, might. They check your background out a little bit.
Yeah.
Clearly, like Allie, they didn't realize she was a dealer, but or a salesperson there. But they're looking for people who love the brand, who promote
positively talk about the brand.
Yes, they don't want somebody who's just like, man, this damn thing, it's Ford's fault why this alternator went out, or it's Ford's fault why this tire went flat, or people that just love the brand and talk positive of it and have somewhat of an audience.
Yeah.
They're not looking like guy's got 10 Instagram followers and he's following 5,000 people. I don't think you're on their radar, but what they do is sometimes those people get invited to
little exclusive.
Yeah. I know at the launch of the Lightning, they invited a handful of people up there for the launch of the Mustang in Detroit Auto Show. They invited people.
Super jealous of that one. I'm just going to put it out there.
And in many cases, they pay for your hotel stay and for you to be there.
Yeah. For you to cover it on your channel.
It's just because social media has such a wide impact of influential people. You can call us. We're auto journalists, but you can call us influencers because we do a specific show on Bronco because we love this vehicle. I guess we could be considered influencers of Bronco, but we cover the whole industry. But they're just looking for people that are willing to talk nice about their vehicle.
Hold on, a cat needs out.
Well, Kitty's had enough, huh? Enough Bronco talk for the cats.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out.
And here comes the
out
big
goes
boy.
The cat, in comes the dog.
Yeah. Load up here. We got time for a couple more questions here, comments. We love all the 100 people plus that's been in the show tonight. We appreciate that.
And if you haven't already, give us a like. If you are mobile, you may need to minimize the chat to go ahead and do that. So minimize the chat and go ahead and just give us a like.
Yes, definitely smash that like. Believe it or not, that's a big payment for us. When you do that, it just tells the algorithm here on YouTube of, hey, this guy, like, you're watching and you have a similar watch pattern to somebody that doesn't know about the
Guy
channel
or
yet.
gal, by the way.
Yes, person. That it recommends us to those people. So we greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We would greatly appreciate that.
Trying to see if there's any.
They've been chatting. They've had their own thing going
I know.
on tonight.
That's why I'm trying to see if there's any questions.
No, but
missing.
it's cool because earlier
is.
before the show started, people were chatting and just the community.
I was
love
going to
the
say
fact.
somebody commented and said, "I love this community in this chat," and we love you all. We're so excited to talk to you every Monday.
Yes, I want to say this too. I did it in the live stream Saturday that we did, or that I did. We have our Bronco. I'm still an advocate for people who do not have their Broncos. I'm doing the best I can to pull inside information when it's given to me and I can confirm it. I'm just a big advocate that I want to make sure that everybody loves the vehicle. Is it a perfect vehicle? No. Out of all the vehicles we've probably drove a lot better vehicles. But for some reason, I just like this little thing, and I know you grown to love this thing, and she stole mine. So, which is why I have to do this from time to time and go, Allie, number one for the Raptor. But you know, it is what it is. I want to share too also the Discord.
And Valley Dude 5000 asks, when is the next live? Any type of live. So right now, the next one planned is for Thursday.
Oh, Thursday is going to be interesting. Thursday's live is going to be interesting.
Thursday, unless there's any kind of crazy news that breaks between
now
and then.
This is their slogans. All I'm going to say. You're going to want. They're fun though. These people are they're newer to overlanding and stuff, and they post their mistakes. They post their wins. They've went and explored.
Drink.
And they're a Jeep couple.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fact that a lot of times these overlanding channels always want to look like they're the best. If I fuck up something, I'm willing.
Savage tonight.
I'm willing to be like, well, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know, not every time we try to draw or crawl up some hill does it work out positively. You know,
like you called me out on the sand hill. You're embarrassing me.
That was just me being funny.
Whatever.
But I like and I think you're going to see that with this couple. And they just had a run in with some crackheads. They were down in Florida on some federal land doing some camping, and these people were trying to scope their campsite out to rob them, basically. And interesting story, their latest video. So go check out Down South Off-Road. Once again, it's interesting. It took me a minute to get on board because at first I was a little judgy and I was just like, what the hell are these people doing? And then I grown to like I got to understand their personalities watching their videos, and I'm like, these people kick ass, man. I love it. But if I can ever figure out how to share the damn Discord, we have a Discord channel.
Welcome Evermade to the channel.
Let's see. I think I'm doing it right. So if you're on Discord, we have a Discord channel. Not Imp Show. Mobile seems to run the show over there.
What did you do?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. There we go. Man, about to piss me off. Mobile is always posting over there. A handful of other people are posting over there. But if you have Bronco related questions, I know Mobile is actually a good resource. He's a pretty good mechanic from the best I can tell. So Cigar Texan says Trail Recon is a cool channel. I've tried to interview him, man. And that dude is he's tough because he literally has an agency handle his website. He's tough to get to, but I do really want to interview that guy because he's an AV guy, and I think he's a pretty cool guy. Once again, if you're interested in us on social media, especially Instagram, link my channel to somebody else's. I would gladly have him on there. Andy's been pushing. He likes Light Bright, and he's been pushing for me. And I said that I would interview Kevin over there at Light Bright because I do. Kevin's a hell of a wheeler, man. But what is this, Kelly? What do we got going on?
Welcome in.
Thank you,
Jason K.
Thank you.
Member. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for that. We great. Like, I believe it or not, I mean it. the memberships that we've gotten help pay for a flight to get us to the Chicago Auto Show. And trust me, at $5 a month, when YouTube takes $2 or $3 of that, it's taking quite a few members to do that, but we greatly appreciate that.
Yes.
I never ask for it, but we're greatly appreciative when you support us.
And if you are a member and you are missing swag from us, please email us so I can get you squared away.
At 3 months, you get a lanyard.
Mhm.
And we had a glitch. Google Drive deleted your list of that, right?
Yes, deleted my form. So missed all my stuff. So please, if you're missing something, reach out.
Oh, IO. Hey, man. And
Go Big Blue.
No way.
Yes.
And speaking of, my Bengals kicked ass this weekend. I've made Kelly a Bengals fan, I think. And her and the little one were there watching me cry over my Bengals. And hopefully we get to the Super Bowl. And if we do, I would greatly appreciate your support to my Bengals.
We're hoping.
That's right.
Let's see. William Lane says, is the Bronco rodeo worth going to? Think the wife needs to go to the Nevada location and she needs a buddy to go with her.
Oh, we're gonna fight on this one.
We are gonna fight on this one. So it wouldn't be for him.
Now, granted, I have over 25 years of experience.
I was getting there. If you let me
Okay,
finish.
sorry.
It wouldn't be for him because he's very tenured and isn't malleable.
I'm not. I have bad habits
that they won't change.
That they would want to correct, but they work for me.
Yeah. So he's not going to. Okay. But for someone who is willing to learn and willing to take direction and want to learn about the vehicle and do all the things, 100%. I highly recommend it because I will say I went in with a bunch of experience from wheeling. I was the most tenured person there at Ladies Off Rodeo, besides some of the people that, put it on, of course. But I even learned a few things.
Yeah, because
you learn about your specific
We
vehicle.
had the reservation was in my name, but like Kelly's obviously your spouse can do that. And I told you to go to it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not against it. And I think had I been open to, like, if I would have got the invite for the press trip on that, because when that place opened, the Texas place, they invited a bunch of press to go down. At the time, the channel just wasn't in Ford's radar. And for past 10 years, I've covered only Nissan. So as far as the industry as a whole, I won't say new now. We're 3 or 4 years in, but I just wasn't on their list. I would have done it then and had fun. But for me to want to fly down there just to drive the vehicle that now we already have and we've already off-roaded, for me personally, no. But for you,
for me, it was a great experience.
And you've been wheeling for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
So it's not like I mean, but you came back with a lot of new ways. You understood the vehicle way better than
100%.
Probably I even understand it. So
I do.
Rebecca, her Bronco, has we're gonna have to name the when we get the Ranger. We're gonna have to name it.
So I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Did we just pick up another new member? Was that what I saw?
Did. I was just about to show it. I think it starred. Yes. Michael Cooper, thank you.
Thank
Welcome
you
to membership,
so much,
Michael
man.
Cooper.
We greatly appreciate that. The members, you guys will see some from time to time. You'll get special messages if you look at the community thing here on YouTube. I do from time to time do special things. Kelly, bless her heart, has been working on 3 weeks now an article.
Now it's on a computer that won't boot. His new laptop
yeah,
died.
Yeah, bought a new travel laptop. It died. So
night, Jason K. Thanks for joining, sir.
Hey, and thank you all. Yes, thank you.
We appreciate you.
Yes. Cole says Ranger Rick is the name of his. That's great. I love it. A couple more questions, and we're gonna have to wind it down.
And William, she should totally go. Like if she's looking for somebody to go, and you're not really interested in going, she should totally just take her girlfriend.
Yeah, and depending, they're doing a ladies run again coming up.
Yeah, so they do have some that are ladies only runs, and even if she doesn't go to one, if it doesn't work schedule wise, it's totally okay for her to be the only, 2 ladies driving up because they are amazing.
Yes,
your
in
guys are amazing.
In Texas, Amy Clouds, who has been on the show before, her and her husband help run the one in Texas.
Yes.
Amy is just a super nice person.
She is a badass.
She will be. I know Allie's wanting to talk to her again.
Yeah, we
I
need
know
to get her on the
you
show
guys
again.
are wanting to talk with Amy again. Amy's a badass in the off-road world. Shelby Hall, who is one of Ford's brand ambassadors, plus at the launch of Raptor, she was the one driving the Bronco for their launch video.
She's badass too.
Some people like that have been to those and had a blast. Let's see.
I don't really have anything else. They're naming their cars.
They're naming their
Grumpy
cars.
Cat.
Let's see. What was your Xtero's name? Francine. And mine was Stan for all terrain. American Dad. I tend to name our vehicles after shows we're watching, but they have to be current shows.
Shows or movies that we are currently watching.
So initially, I tried to call the where's that? Get rid of this. If you look at, damn it, where'd it go? If you look at the chat, you will see there's a couple special emojis. Sorry, I'm trying to find our. Well, it was right there. Dingleberry.
I don't know what you're doing, Dingleberry.
I know. And this stupid computer's being weird. Anyway, so I tried to name it after a show that I'm currently watching, which is called what, Kelly?
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes, I love What We Do in the Shadows. And so I was trying to name it after that. So if you look, there's some special emojis, and Kelly decided it was going to be named something different. And we fought about this, and the audience kind of won. So the emoji you'll see pop up is Rebecca from Ted Lasso. Lasso, sorry. So, and what is she known as?
The boss bitch.
Yeah. So Kelly's named basically the Bronco is now the boss bitch, or Rebecca, the friendly version of that.
Yes.
But yeah, no, let's see, my G35 was Archer. My Jeep was Cooper from Mad Men.
And the Gladiator is what? Wade
from Deadpool. Which Wade needs a new home, much like
he does need a new home,
but we need him for moving. We're about to move. The studio's about to move.
Yes.
So in the next probably 3 weeks or so, you'll see the studio move to another place, and it may not, maybe bigger, maybe smaller. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Nothing's bigger where we're moving.
Yep, we're literally putting our house up for lease because
we're renting out our house.
Our interest rate is so low on this thing.
Yeah,
it's silly. My mom passed away this past year. My dad's lonely, has a huge house, and like a 3,200 square foot house or something.
Yeah,
has an apartment, and basically we're going downsize like crazy, Kelly.
I measured. It's like 450 square feet.
We have a 1,786 square foot house now. We're moving into what?
400 square feet just for you and I.
Yeah.
And then our daughter has a big room. Like, honestly, her room is bigger than ours.
Bigger than our master's now.
Yeah.
But so things are about to change, but I think it's smart to do. We have the Chicago Auto Show coming up too, Kelly. We are. I don't expect any big Bronco news up there. You never know, though. I'm looking for a Raptor. I really do think that Ranger gets dropped right before it. It would make sense to me. It's done. They're this past week. Ford Authority was showing them unbadged, no vinyl, anything badging them, no camouflage floating around Detroit. Wow. So that means they're close. Chicago would be the biggest auto show to kick off the year. I know Houston starts a week before that, but Houston's not really a destination auto show just yet. It is a good one for some breaking news, but so I do look for hopefully that happens. I know driving for the Colorado's coming up, which we did not get invited to, but
dang it.
But that means if Colorado's about to launch, I know people ordered them in November. That means Ford is just right behind them. We've got you'll talk about this on the happy hour a little bit on Thursday. We'll talk about some of the mid-size stuff. We love mid-size vehicles. Kelly's she loves full-size trucks. I'm more of a mid-size truck person. But come join us on the happy hour. It's a little bit sooner. It happens at 7 p.m. Central, so which is 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
The conversion.
Yes,
it's 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, to be specific. So join us over there. Guys, we greatly appreciate this. If nobody has any final questions.
Hold on.
Oh.
YouTube Car Spotters Guide says, how does Sid think about the move? She's actually excited about it
Yes.
because her room is like 1.5 times what she currently has.
Yes.
So she's actually pretty excited about
Plus-
it. If we could just get her motivated to get rid of stuff.
Yes. It's amazing when for us moving into 400 square feet and you're like, we're going to lose 3/4 of our house.
Yeah, she's moving into like a 14 by 14 room, I think, is the equivalent.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
For her.
For her.
Yeah.
For a
But no,
12-year-old.
she's excited. Plus, I grew up in this house. That's kind of interesting. And my dad has over an acre yard.
Yeah, so she's got a lot of land that she can play on in the backyard. And we've already told her that we might get some chickens or something based upon the egg problem that's happening in
current
the world.
egg situation.
So we might get some chickens. And so it's, it's the Boyd's Gone country.
Let's see. I thought Ford was going to restyle the Ranger for the American market, but it looks like exactly like the Australian version or the Aussie version. Not sure what's happened there. Well, my understanding is I have no photos to confirm this, but my understanding is the interior is going to be different. That the American version, we're Americans. We need more creature comforts than most of the world. So we're used to certain things that the rest of the world market doesn't get. So, yeah. Yes, it is actually my old room. So that she's getting. So,
and that's all we need to say about that.
Yes.
That's a way to close out a show.
That is. I appreciate everybody. Man, we had a really good show tonight.
Yeah, we did.
I want to say thank you to Nick over with Mountains2Metal. Once again, any social medias, please link ours. We're all-terrain_nation_ or all_terrain_nation_media.
The good one was taken.
Yes. Somebody's sandbagging my current name. On Instagram, link us to anybody you would like us to talk to. Talk us up to those people. I'll be glad. I love talking to people. I like talking to people we've never talked to because I like learning about people. And so, Kelly, whether it be 2-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive.
Does it really matter what we drive here?
Well, it does on Mondays because we're talking Bronco, and you have been with Bronco Talk Live with All Terrain Nation.
Peace, everybody. Love y'all.
See ya.